Podcast. I'm your host, E-Rock. If you like this podcast, do me a favor real quick and go to whatever podcast app you listen to this on and give us a rating. It really helps get found in the searches and getting in suggested feeds. I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of this episode, Hefe's Airsoft Solutions, Skirmish, and TNT Airsoft. Make sure you guys go check out their content, products, and services. I'll have the links to all of those in the description. Thanks for being here. Let's get into the podcast.
First podcast I've ever been on. I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. Hey, sorry about the crappy video quality. I'm running a webcam that I won from Dave & Buster's.
What? That's awesome. How'd you win that?
Way too much money spent, way too much grinding. I got a keyboard. That I threw away almost immediately, and this webcam.
Oh shit, okay. Hell yeah, dude.
Don't have enough money to buy a better webcam yet. So, yeah,
dude, it looks good. It looks really good. It's super clear. The lighting's good.
The only reason the lighting's good is because I have two flashlights set up. I have a
no way.
I literally have a Bushnell on I have a Bushnell on that side of my monitor.
Dude, take your camera off and turn around and show me. I want to see this.
Let me see.
You're innovative. Okay.
So hold on. Let's see. So there's the flashlight on top of my PC right there.
Nice.
Let me tilt this.
Good to go. Good to go.
Fleas work. Oh, yeah. I had to jimmy rig this so much. Oh my god.
Dude, that's cool, man. It's all right. So, welcome, man. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me, man. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm glad I got you on. I know we had to figure out some stuff to get, the time set up, and you're in Cali, so you're on the West Coast. I'm in South Carolina on the East Coast, so time difference.
Same with Lacey. I bet there was a lot of stuff that went on with setting that up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like whenever there's I'm doing one next Friday with a couple girls in South Africa, and they're cool. 6 hours ahead of us, or ahead of me on the East Coast. So, it takes some time to figure out what's a good time for everybody.
Because middle of the day for us could be middle of the night for them or stuff like that.
Exactly. When I like this time right now for me, it's 9 o'clock where I'm at. It's only 6 o'clock where you're at. But for them, anyone that's ahead of me, so anyone in those countries of their UK, they're 5 hours ahead. I have to do it kind of early, right? Because if I do it at 9 p.m., it's freaking, what is it? What's 9 plus 5? 1400. So, 2 in the morning for them. That's freaking crazy. Okay.
Did you just pull out the military time?
Yes.
1400 hours.
So it's that's the way I add numbers to for time differences.
Me, I set all the time on my phone, on my phone and my watch one time to military time, and it pissed my dad off so much because he's like, "Hey, what time is it?" I'm like, it should be 0900 right now. He's like, "What? 0900?"
Yeah.
I mean 9 o'clock, 0900. Same difference.
Yeah, start doing that for anything after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So start doing the military time for.
That's what pissed him off the most. It is 1400 right now.
Right.
And he'd have to sit
He's
there.
Like, what time is it? It's 2023 right now. Yeah, I know what year it is. No, that's the time. It's 8:23 at night.
Yeah, I know, it's so
Hey, listen, if you want to, so what you got to do is you got to go in on your. Well, most ovens don't do this, but microwaves do. They give you the choice to do the 12 or 24 hour setup. So go in there and put it on military. Yeah, go in there and put it on military on 24. Okay.
It's good to know that General Electric supports the troops in more ways than one.
What's funny is most countries, when I'm setting up these podcasts with all these different people in different countries. Like last week, I talked to a girl in Germany, and they're 5 or 6 hours. I think they're 6 hours ahead, and all these other countries deal in military time, 24
exactly
hours.
Yeah, it's standard.
It's the most common sense shit ever, bro. So
exactly, yeah,
you don't have to specify.
It's the same thing with centimeters and stuff like that, or their measurement system. How it goes in increments of 10.
Yeah, true.
Did my camera freeze? Oh my god.
I think it is. That's all right.
There we go. It's
It'll
back.
catch up. It'll catch up. That's a common thing. Now, if mine freezes on your end, it won't mess up the video because I'm recording my screen, with Streamlabs OBS.
Yeah.
But it'll be annoying for you, okay? Because I'll probably be in like a weird pose, like in the middle of a word.
Yeah, exactly. I remember, like, I used to mess with my friends doing that. Like, we'd be on a Discord call playing, like, what's called Black Ops 4 together.
Oh yeah.
God, I feel old saying Black Ops 4. Like, that
Yeah,
was
you're old
so
as
many
shit,
Call of
bro.
Duties ago.
God, you're
I'm
starting
only
to get
14.
you're
I'm only
getting
14,
wrinkles
man.
already. What's wrong with you?
I'm dating myself, man.
You're
Like,
14.
I remember playing Black Ops 2 with an unplugged controller while my dad was actually playing. My stepdad, actually.
How were you playing when your dad was playing? What are you talking about?
Well,
With
it
unplugged
was
controller?
the unplugged controller, like the Big Brother strategy of not wanting to share the console. So it's like you just get the dead controller while your big brother actually gets to play.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Are you looking for a company that puts the community first? Look no further than Jefe'sAirsoftsolutions.com. Their founding principle is to offer a way for players of all types to get the greatest experience possible. Their passion is to make a difference in the airsoft community and serve each of their customers with the utmost respect. Be part of the conversation by joining hundreds of fellow airsofters in their Discord server. Here you can find out about upcoming events, sales, giveaways, and more. Don't wait any longer. Join today and start enjoying all that Jefe's Airsoft Solutions has to offer. Together we can make a difference in the community.
Like, you can probably hear, if I get close enough, you can probably hear it. Like, hold on.
You can hear my fans, bro. I only got 2, and one of them's on the fritz. So it's like the
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I cannot hear any sound of your fans at all.
can't hear, you don't hear any
All I,
background noise? Oh, good.
all I hear
That's
is
good.
mine. It sounds like a what's called? It sounds like a jet airliner trying to take off.
Jet engine. Sounds like a PlayStation 3 starting up.
Basically, yeah. All passengers, please be advised. We are currently experiencing some turbulence in the airlines. Blah blah blah. My GPU crapped out. I don't think we're gonna be able to make this DCS flight.
Speaking of flights, bro, you know what's weird? Have you been on a plane? Have you ever flown?
Repeatedly. I was in a
Okay.
shared custody agreement for a while, so I had to
Oh,
do some
okay.
solo flights.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So,
that was pretty
look, you know
fun.
what's weird? In the age we're in now, like, smoking on airplanes hasn't been a thing in what, 20 years? Okay.
Yeah, have you ever seen
And
the pictures of
they
like
still have the no smoking symbol on the freaking.
exactly, yeah.
I'm like,
I
what?
forget who it was. One celebrity or something like that, or some random dude who got arrested because he basically Mike Tysoned one of the bathroom smoke detectors.
Oh
Like,
shit.
somebody actually got camera footage of it to where he whacks it hecka hard and then pulls out like some crappy little what's called burnt titanium vape pen.
Oh wow.
It was
Okay.
hecka funny. I forget who it was, but it was definitely
That's
funny.
funny.
Have you seen the pictures of like the old like the what's called like the 40s airplanes though?
Huh.
Like what
I
those
mean,
look
I've
like?
seen them, shows and
Like
stuff.
it's like the what's called the I remember there was this one pictures like one picture specifically. I could maybe send it to you. You could edit it into the video or something like that. But it was this a picture of like a plane, the interior of a plane.
Yeah.
It looks completely normal except for the fact that like it's almost like a cargo plane and then they just have a bunch of deck chairs bolted to the ground. No
Mm-hmm.
seat belts, no overhead compartments or anything like that, just deck chairs bolted to the ground.
Oh, that's funny, man. Okay.
Definitely, like that was definitely something that kind of made my day when I saw it. I'm like, what happens if one of the bolts are loose? Don't worry about it.
You'll be all
The
right.
40s were a different time, you know.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wore seatbelts. I mean, the way I grew up, we didn't wear seatbelts in our cars. The kids didn't get seatbelted in the 70s. All right, like,
Um,
we were living on the edge. All right.
the playgrounds that were like 40 feet high, survival of the fittest.
Right. Hey, they got the now they're talking about with planes, in the seats and stuff. They're talking about uh they need to make them bigger for big people and shit. Did you see that
Oh
video?
yeah, I've seen
The
that.
lady
Yeah,
was like freaking out because she couldn't fit down the aisle.
yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
They're gonna take my leg room because I work out.
I mean, look, plane seats are tight. Okay, I get it.
They
They're
already are
tight.
tight.
Yeah, they already are. They're already tight. Like even just for normal people. But
I'm gonna be so pissed off if they start taking my leg room for a plus-sized section.
Dude,
where's the
that's what
plus-size section?
happens.
Where's the plus-size section? Oh, it's down underneath us in the cargo hold.
I don't understand what the problem. Like, if you take up 2 seats, then buy 2 tickets.
Exactly.
Like what? Why make this huge issue? Well, I guess the issue was she could barely get down the aisle too. So
Yeah, true.
that's
I'm a plus-size person. Is there any way you can make an arrangement? Sandra, how could I handle this? Yeah, we're gonna need you to check 8 bags. We're gonna have you charged for checking 8 bags.
No, just have her sit in the front seat. You know, when you first walk in.
Yeah, just right
like where
there.
right by the door, just right there, where the stewardess or whatever,
I
the
mean,
flight thing.
at the
Flight
same
people.
time, then you'd have to provide the flight attendants with rebreathers, just so they could breathe.
It's a tight compartment, man. They are tight. I mean, flying is. You know what I want to do that I haven't had a chance to do yet is the bullet trains.
Oh,
That's what I want
dude,
to try.
I've heard those are like I've heard they're very fun because like you could literally stand up on them and just like put your arms out, nothing happens. Like they're so well
Oh,
balanced.
smooth as hell.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like 300 miles per hour, not a thing
Right.
felt. It's
That's what I want to
definitely
try.
yeah, that would definitely be cool.
Well, listen, bro. How'd you get into airsoft? No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly though,
I will literally take that question.
we'll get to that. But how did you find our Discord? Like I don't even know because typically I find people on like I follow on our Instagram or something like that, or I see their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So how did you so Lacey, I had Lacey on
Yeah, exactly.
months
So
and months ago,
basically,
right?
I'm barely in with Cyclone 7. Like I know a couple of guys on the team. Lacey, I've met in person. He said what's it called I played what's it called I can't speak today. Search and Destroy with him one time. That
Yeah.
was pretty fun. To
Okay.
where he and I basically went into almost a full-blown fight about who got the bomb and then proceeded to become best friends later in the day.
Nice.
Yeah, that's definitely an experience we're gonna have to talk about because that was pretty fun. It was like
And
one of my first
what
times playing
field was that
Airsoft.
at? That was your first time?
I'm a True Aim local, so
Yeah.
I refuse to play anywhere else than True Aim. It's like literally
True
my dad.
aim.
I talked to my dad. I'm like, hey, I want to go try out CQB City. I feel like that would be fun, you know. And he's like, if you want me to drive you out to Stockton for an Airsoft game, you're gonna be paying for gas.
Now, how far is Stockton from you?
I could pull it up on
Like an
Google
hour?
Maps real quick. Let me actually see, because I remember what's called fighting with somebody in the Cyclone 7 Discord. Because they're like, why can't you just drive out to CQB City? It's not that far. It's not that far. Let me see.
Well,
What the heck?
True
It's
aim.
51 minutes by car.
Okay, that's not terrible. Yeah, it's almost an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to have to go on a whole family road trip to go play Airsoft though. So.
No, well, the thing is too. I mean, one of your parents or your dad, I guess, has to drive you out there. He has to stay there. I mean, he doesn't have to, but he's probably not gonna drive all an hour back home and then come back out there like 4 hours later. I don't know.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
seems like
So
a
he's
lot.
probably gonna. That's why I'm trying to get my dad into Airsoft.
There you go.
He used to play paintball, and
Oh,
he basically
perfect.
he and I are both Christians, so we did a lot of church stuff, right? We're hecka involved with churches and stuff.
Okay.
And so basically, he would do these men's retreats, and they would most of the time play paintball because the guy who organized them, a guy named I think Tom Norris or
Uh-huh.
something like that. I don't know. I think Tom Norris is actually the new guy, but it's a arcade church.
Mm,
Basically, he would do these men's retreats, and the guy that organized him at the time would always have him play paintball at least once for the men's retreats. And so
nice.
my dad would just be running around, no t-shirt, a pair of shorts, and a mask, and his whole strategy was hit them faster than they can hit you. He would have definitely made a good speed softer.
Yeah, nice.
So, like he definitely he like saw no appeal in airsoft though.
Okay.
It's too honest of a sport. What if somebody decides not to be honest?
Yeah,
My
listen,
my straight
that
my straight up response to him was shoot him again
right.
or carry height. Like that M4 right there of mine
Yeah.
is 400 FPS.
There you go.
I went max to the field's limits. Like yeah, they definitely felt that. I hit him in the neck. Why are they not calling it?
Yeah, I
It's
was gonna say that's
that thing
a
right there has
topic.
provided me some fun.
That's been
I'm
a
definitely
topic of
trying to.
conversation, like a ton of podcasts here about, what do we do?
Cheaters.
What do we do with cheaters? Yeah, how do we deal with this? Because
Can I
it,
provide a very simple answer to that?
yeah,
If
go
I
ahead.
can, I'm gonna ruin my backdrop really quickly.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, here we go. So you have your little beautiful standard issue M4 here. Absolutely beautiful, right?
Awesome.
There's this little switch here, right?
Okay.
And
Now,
you
who
just click it
signed
onto
that?
that. This is all me. This
Okay.
is I took inspiration from a lot of like there's this certain gun tuber, I forget his name. Oh, Schrodinger.
Who is it?
Schrodinger. And basically on one of his videos he had a super like kitted out M4, just memed
Yeah.
out M4, and I actually left a reference to him because right here on the side of my M4 it says Batty.
Yeah.
I know my camera's flipped, but it says Batty right there, and he actually
No,
has
it's
that written
it's
on his
normal for
M4.
me. I can read it. Yeah.
Okay, nice. So we also have the Doge there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, it's Cheem, and then we have Doge on this side.
Nice.
And then let's see, on the stock it says front toward enemy. I have knock knock written on here.
Nice.
On my vertical grip, I kind of made fun of the ATF with that one by writing my little felony.
I love it.
And then on my dust cover, I took inspiration from a certain cop who got in very much trouble for having something on his dust cover. So I put bang boom, click.
Oh,
You can't
that's
see that.
awesome,
But
dude.
and then
Yeah,
on the bottom of my dust cover, I put bye bye, just cause.
that's awesome.
So big funny, yeah.
So
But
what were you showing now? The Switch?
just swap it onto that little setting right there that says auto,
Yeah.
and suddenly you have no more problems. What's wrong, man? Why are you crying? Are you finally regretting the consequences of your actions?
Exactly. See? That's how they need to learn, bro.
Pain. Pain is a good teacher.
Oh
I
my
forget.
God.
I forget who said that. I forget what movie that was where that was said, but that's a
Yeah,
quote that will stick with me forever.
it
Pain is the
is.
best teacher.
It really
Oh no, it
is.
wasn't. It wasn't. What's it called? It wasn't. What's it called? It wasn't a movie. It was actually Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the new one,
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
where some like cartel dude gets caught slacking and stuff like that, so he gets beaten up,
Right.
and his boss basically picks him back up on his feet and tells him, "The pain will keep you sharp. Get back to work."
Yes.
But that
There's a lot of
I kind of
references
modified
like that.
it to pain is the best teacher. It's
It really
definitely a
is.
good saying.
Yes. Because it's so true. It's that's what somebody and I were talking about just recently. Actually, I think it's come up in the last 2 or 3 podcasts that I've had, and we were talking about this. How do we deal with this? And I'm like, well, there has to be pain involved. I said, and one of the references I made was, I asked the guy, have you ever seen, or are there as many cheater videos where two people are just going at it to each other, walking up to each other like pissed off, blah 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 blah, shooting in paintball? And they were like, no, not really. Like very rarely, very rarely. I said, why do we see more of it in airsoft, not paintball? And I know the answer. Okay, I was
Yeah,
asking him.
same here. Yeah.
It's paintball hurts way worse than airsoft. So these guys, and the reason that there's not like that is because you don't see 12 and 13 and 14-year-olds on the paintball field, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
because it hurts.
Unless it's low impact paintball, because that's a thing
What
as
kind of
well.
what kind of shit is that, bro? Who wants to play that?
Oh yeah,
No,
trust me. For one of my
no,
listen.
do
For one of
not.
my friends,
That's blasphemy, bro.
for one of my friends' birthdays, I went and played low impact paintball, and it was
Uh-uh.
here. I actually have one of the paintballs that we
Horrible,
used.
horrible.
Actually, I'm not even gonna pull it out because it's a high impact paintball. I'm retarded. Anyways, but basically the paintballs are like this big, right?
Okay, okay.
And the regulators on these paintball guns are turned way down. And so it still hurts, and you're still going to call your hits. Plus, the hits are a lot more noticeable because they pack these with a lot more paint, so
Huh.
they hit a little less hard because they splatter on impact.
Okay.
And so I went and played low impact paintball, and I still got somebody to cry
Damn.
because I have wizard fingers. Basically,
Wizard.
I am a master of feathering, but that piece of crap won't let me utilize my full potential because it has a very heavy trigger.
Is that why you took the bottom part of the trigger guard off?
Yeah, so I could put
try to
two
put
fingers.
2 fingers on there and
No, the reason I did that was one because I saw Lacey do it,
yeah,
and basically because he said it's faster manipulation with gloves on.
right.
And what I basically did it for was because that way I could get my fingers in there and I could have 2 fingers in my trigger guard so I could faster, like I could do a fast pull. So it would basically technically be full auto, not really though.
Right.
Because it's just within the limits. Like I can't remember when, but I think I had to show a ref like proof that
It
I
wasn't
wasn't
full
full
auto.
autoing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I had to switch my full auto, fire that a little bit, and then do my semi-auto spam, and that was pretty funny.
I
So
mean, that's like that infamous video. You know, the dude's
full
like,
auto in buildings.
yeah, and he's like, this ain't full auto. This is full auto. You know, it sounds like a A10
I'm
Warhog.
I'm trying to get my hands on something like that. I'm gonna build an ARP 556.
You're horrible. You're horrible. No.
Just trust me. Just trust me. It's going to be an HPA tapped Speedsoft build
Okay.
because I'm trying to get a little bit more into Speedsoft. As you can see, I've already kind of maxed out on the milsim,
Right, right.
and so I'm trying to get into Speedsoft a little bit more.
Well,
Because
we're gonna go into show and tell. You're gonna show all your shit later, so
oh yeah, perfect.
well, yeah, that'll
That's
be good.
definitely gonna be fun. Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
have way too much crap to show. I should probably pull
Okay.
out my backpack for this then as well.
Yeah, get your stuff ready.
Because basically, for me, my whole idea of playing Airsoft is train with the guns that I could possibly use in real life, you know?
Dude, so
'Cause
many people say that for
for
real.
me, what I do, I can't own guns yet. I'm under 18. I could register them with my parent, but,
Yeah.
you know, I'm broke. Because,
Well, you're 14, bro.
no,
And yeah, you got an expensive hobby.
I work construction, my guy.
Oh
I
shit,
do,
nice.
yeah, I do internal and external remodeling with my grandpa. Make $10 an
What?
hour.
Bro,
But it's
freaking
not
ballin'.
sadly not that often anymore because like
Gotcha.
either we're setting up the apartment, cleaning the apartment, stuff like that,
Yeah.
or we're just doing stuff like that.
So
So
what did he have you do? What kind of
what
work
do you
did you
mean?
do? Like
Oh,
when you were with him, did
everything,
you paint?
everything, painting,
Okay.
demolition, full remodeling of houses.
Demo's fun.
I always like demo. Yeah,
It's fun to smash shit with a hammer, okay?
basically, yeah. Our whole challenge was let's see if you could one hand the whole time. Let's see if
Right.
you could use one hand, and I think these are like 15, 20-pound sledgehammers. But they feel like they're like 50-pound sledgehammers in one hand. And so we're just bringing these sledgehammers down on like everything we could. But I definitely have some good experience with certain tools, impact hammers and stuff like that. I've always been better with demolition, you know? It's always
Yeah.
been more fun.
Yeah, it's way more fun. That's cool.
Like,
Well,
why
that's
build
good
stuff if you
experience,
can
man.
break it?
Yeah, exactly. It is, it's cool to put stuff together and create something
Yeah.
like you wire things and you put stuff together. It's like if you take your gearbox apart and you get it back together and it works good, you're like, "Oh shit, I did it."
That's like the only thing I'm good with when it comes to building
Yeah.
is messing around with my airsoft guns, like literally to the point where I will do like my uncle who owns like multiple real AR-15s will be shocked at the fact that I can field strip my AR-15 or my airsoft AR-15
Right.
in a very short amount of time
That's cool.
because I've learned like a lot of strategies off like Garantham and stuff like that. I watch
Yeah,
way too
dude.
many ex Special Forces YouTubers and stuff like that.
Oh, it's great. They're great
I'm sure
teachers too.
you've probably heard of Desert Fox.
Mhm.
I literally just watch his footage for like hours at a time just to see what he does, and then I literally practice it. So I'll just be like, I'll use my closet as a starting point because
Oh,
my
nice.
room has so many weird angles and choke points that I can
Yeah.
practice on any angle I'll ever need. Like I use my bed as like a prone angle, peeking spot, like peeking point and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's
Hell yeah,
always really fun just, sneaking around my room and stuff like that. My dad will walk in, "What the hell are you doing? Put all that crap away." "Dad, I'm training. I'm playing tomorrow. I have to do this."
You
Oh,
you put your nods on and then
oh
the
dude,
room's dark and
dude.
he turns the light on, you're like, "Ah!"
It's like what's called? It's like I forget what it was or something. It's just like this joke about like you turn on the lights and it's like that one person who's like playing League of Legends or something like that. You turn on the lights, they're like freaking out and stuff, like a vampire to sunlight.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
And speaking of nods, I actually do have a pair of nods, quote unquote, like big
Is it the
fat
one
quote
from
unquote.
the Call of Duty from Special Edition or something?
Oh no, I'm trying to
Like,
buy that. I'm trying to buy that. So like I
gotcha.
want that so bad because I found a video on how to mount it to a Wilcox G24, which I have.
This episode is sponsored by Skirmish, the future of airsoft gameplay management. Are you ready to take airsoft to the next level? Skirmish's innovative gameplay management solution tracks your every move, helping you dominate the field and achieve your full potential. Capture objectives, detonate targets, medic and more at Skirmish-enabled fields. We track every action so you don't have to. Review, replay past games action by action and follow your progress in national rankings. Phones are not required. Get connected with the only system that tracks your airsoft progress. If you want to find out more, check out episode 157 where I talk with the owner of Skirmish about how it started and how it works. Visit skirmish.net to check it out and watch games across the nation.
So this right here is a Nerf, what's it called, night vision scope thing.
Oh,
And
I've never seen one.
So I'm literally thinking about taking this thing. So it has here I have to hold it up to the camera. So it has magnification settings, daytime and nighttime modes, right?
What? It actually works?
It has a very horrible digital. It's digital night vision, so it sucks. But
Still, so it's grainy, but it's still, you can still see.
Yeah. For me, if anything, what I want to do is I want to pull all the parts out of this, and then I want to make a custom tube for it, so I can use it as a reconnaissance scope, or I'll just take it as this, cover up
Right.
like the lenses and stuff like that, put like a what's called flash kill on it, and use it as a reconnaissance scope. Because I mean, I feel like that would be pretty sweet, you know, if I go ever play a Balahack or something like that.
On your gun, like that thing looks cool as fuck.
Oh no, dude, I can put that on my gun.
That'd be cool as hell.
The funny thing is, Nerf, what's it called, the Nerf rails, like the Nerf rail system, is so similar in size to Picatinny that I can jimmy that onto my Picatinny rail and have like a reconnaissance marksman setup.
There you go.
The only thing is that thing doesn't have a reticle, so it sucks.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, but it's just for spotting. Just for spotting.
Yeah, exactly, for spotting.
There you go. Have canted sights. So put that on top, and then have canted, and then you can, you know.
I have a 45 degree, but I basically sold my scope for that shotgun in the background.
Gotcha. Okay.
Wisest choice I've ever made.
Really?
Like, no sarcasm. Wisest choice I've ever made.
So let's see it. What is it? A shotgun?
So
let's go over your gear.
What's it called? It is a SEMA 870 breacher.
Nice.
So I looked it up on Evike. I think it's like $75.
Okay.
So it is a breacher with the what's called tube stock. So like the M3
nice.
Super 90 stock.
Right.
I mean, this thing just has a really solid rack to it. I love this thing so much.
Oh yeah.
30 round capacity, just the standard airsoft shell loader, right? But yeah, I mean, I'm in love with this thing like crazy. I actually haven't gotten to use it yet because basically I have gotten to use it, just not against people.
How many shells did it come with?
So it actually didn't come with any. Well, actually, the kid that I got it from gave me one shell, and then some dude who let me borrow his stubby gas-powered shotgun, left another shell at the field, so I took that one as well, basically.
Okay.
All right, so I need to just settle my show and tell crap down. There we go. Good enough.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So you got into. So who got you into airsoft?
Me, myself, and I.
Okay, just watching videos and.
So it was kind of similar to how Lacey got into it.
Yeah.
I think you remember how Lacey like told you about like the zombie events and stuff like that.
Oh right. Yep.
So I watched this one like video, and it was at my grandparents' house from my biological mom's side. My stepdad is with my real mom. My biological dad hasn't remarried yet. So
yeah,
at my mom's grandparents' house, or I mean at my mom's parents' house, and I'm watching this one video. I literally have been still trying to find it so I could rewatch it again. It was this one airsoft video of where they actually rented out an old prison.
Oh right.
And they did a zombie event there, and it looked so cool. And I was like, dude, what is that? And my grandpa comes in, and he's like, oh, that's airsoft. I played it for a while. And my grandpa played airsoft back in the days when Tokyo Marui was still wearing diapers. So he had a
that's awesome.
he played airsoft with my dad one time. and he bought my dad an AK.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, basically my dad is ethnically Russian. He was born in Russia, Voronezh, Russia.
Oh wow.
And so he's like, so my grandpa's like, yeah, cause you're a Russian, you're a commie, so I got you your people's gun. And my dad lost miserably, but he didn't keep the AK, and I really wanted it. He told me
Oh,
about it,
that's
and I'm
fun.
like, oh, dude, I want that AK.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I saw a AK listing in the True Aim Discord, I think,
Yeah.
and it was like this really sweet looking wood furniture AK. And I looked at it, and the first thought in my head was, "Yep, I'm buying Zenitco parts, am I? I'm gonna pay way too much money for some Russian steel parts that probably won't even come in."
Oh yeah. Yeah. Good luck getting anything over the, with all this crap going on now.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, there's
Hey,
still
hey,
there's.
hey, Russia, can you maybe like possibly sell me some gear that your literal special forces use?
Yeah. Sure, man.
I mean, they
We
actually
don't need
fun
it.
fun fact about that, they actually have been selling some of their like surplus gear. Surplus. Because the thing is, like I don't have any sides picked because I'm ethnically Russian and Ukrainian. I'm a mixing pot.
Yeah.
So basically, for me, I literally just try to look at it from a tactical standpoint of, well, okay, so literally I just look at it as push and pull. Like it's for me, it's more of a chess game than anything. It's just
Yeah.
like literally I'm looking over this and I'm like, well, yeah, sure, they're doing this, but at the same time they did this, and
Right.
they sort of kind of got their own little crimes going on here and there, and it's like, well, I
Right.
mean, yeah, they're doing these things that are illegal, but then they also did this thing, and so it's just this whole exchange thing of like a crime and then another one that borders it, and it just keeps climbing up.
Oh yeah.
Because this is probably one of the dirtiest wars that has been fought in so long.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's.
I don't really have a side, to be honest.
Yeah, I know.
I think
Because
the
I mean,
majority of the reason that America is, or our government, as corrupt as it is
oh, amen to
really
that.
just. I think they're.
Amen.
I think the only reason they're pushing for funds for Ukraine, the only reason, is so they can launder money for themselves. I really think
You
that's what it
know,
is. I think
you do know like what one of the prime reasons I feel like that they're helping Ukraine so much and like they're making such a big deal out of Ukraine.
because the whole Biden family has a bunch of corrupt shit over there. They want to
That
protect it,
too. Oh yeah, Hunter's on crack. There's no going back.
bro.
Stuff like that. But also it's because they want to cover up the fact that Sleepy Joe left basically half the American arsenal in Iraq. I think you've heard about that, right? How they that'd probably be the scariest thing in the world, wouldn't it? You're an American peacekeeping force, and the last thing you hear over your radios is some Afghani A-10 pilot screaming at you.
Right? Yeah, dude.
Somehow using duct tape, spit, and cuss words, they were able to mount a barrel bomb onto the side of a Fairchild Republic A-10.
Dude,
How
that
are they
whole
how are they even keeping these things loaded? Well, they shoved PVC pipes down the barrel to convert it to 7.62, so yay.
we used to make potato guns out of PVC pipe back in the day
Yes.
when we played
Yes.
paintball.
Dude, yes. I've
Those
been
things
seeing
are
I've
nasty.
I've been trying to find videos of how to make those.
It's super
I
easy.
I made what's called with my little brothers. We used to play Nerf, and we would
Yeah.
go all out on the Nerf. And it got to a point where my mom had to stop me from making improvised smoke grenades.
Oh shit.
And
How'd you make those?
I talked about making these on the field with some of my friends, and the refs were like, no, we're not trying to have a bushfire today." Because it's like all these ripped up wood barricades and stuff like that at True Aim. So
Right. Now True Aim, that's isn't that Caber? Isn't that
yeah,
where
Caber.
Caber's at? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and by the way, huge shout out to Caber, because on one of the most recent Milsim days, he actually got me a rented like military tunic for free. So like, yeah, huge shout out to him. I don't know if anybody from the Trium crew watches this, but thank you immensely. You guys have definitely helped me
Very few
into my
people watch
airsoft
this, so.
journey. I mean, I checked your viewings. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do have a pretty significant following. I'll definitely shout you out on my channel because like
Awesome.
I definitely like what you're doing in
Thanks,
like
man.
airsoft podcasts and stuff like that. I was actually planning on doing a podcast for a while called the Tactical Idiots Podcast.
I love it. Do it.
And basically, I was gonna try and get, Russian Badger, Donut Operator, Garand Thumb, like all
Nice.
these famous YouTubers on there.
Yeah.
And basically, my dreams were crushed when we couldn't figure out the recording software. It got to the point where we literally tried using.
Streamlabs, bro.
I might try using
OBS.
OBS. I forgot about OBS completely.
It's freaking
but
easy as hell. Bro, I
tried.
figured it out, okay? I figured it out. Nobody taught me. I figured it out, all right? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, that's how easy it is what I'm
Dude, the
saying.
funny thing is, I'm basically a mobile YouTuber. Like, I'm a mobile YouTuber.
Yeah.
So, like, what's it called? Have you ever heard of CapCut? I use CapCut as my primary editing software for
Gotcha,
my
yeah.
YouTube videos.
Yeah, that's good.
And it got to the point where one time I was trying to make subtitles for an Airsoft video. And I was like I'm sitting there and I figured out how to hook up my phone to the CapCut like and stuff like that on my computer, and I'm like typing
Yeah.
out subtitles, and out of nowhere I'm just like, I'm done. I give up. Okay, we're going to bed. I'm done. I had gotten so fed up with trying to write subtitles on my own. I'm like, screw it, let the YouTube algorithm
Dude,
figure it out.
That's yeah. That's a lot of typing, okay?
It pissed me off like crazy. I'm like, no, I'm trying to have fun doing YouTube. I'm not writing school assignments.
It's yeah. I mean, there's
Yeah,
an
dude, it
option on
sucks.
YouTube for the videos for you to turn that on. So
Yeah,
it'll
I know. The thing is though,
do
it
it.
sucks.
It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. It's getting better.
Oh yeah, especially because I am running a what's called Costco GoPro.
Yeah.
Very, very, very not nice. Very bad sound quality.
What is
right?
it? Yeah, the Acaso.
I don't know what it is actually. Hold on. I have it with my I usually mount it to my helmet setup, which by the way I Jimmy rigged that so good. ASX.
Okay.
But basically what I did was I took a night vision mount sight protector, and then I taped one of the front mounts for the GoPro on.
Yeah.
And what I do is I use my helmet bungees to actually secure it.
Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, very cheap solution. Instead of having to buy, I think I found it on Evike. It was a GoPro stainless steel helmet mount for GoPros, and it was like $70.
Whew.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, hold up. I'm so thirsty. I am not used to talking. I'm not used to talking this much.
It's wild, I know. It's funny
dude.
because I'll go like all day working and doing all kind of other stuff, working outside, doing a bunch of, whatever,
Okay,
and then
I do have like a very big question for you. What do you do for work? Like,
yeah.
because I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. I hope you don't mind brutally honest, but like a smaller-ish podcast can't really pay the bills. So I genuinely want to know, like, what do you do?
Oh no. This doesn't, like, even our YouTube channel before the podcast wouldn't pay for anything. When we were starting to make money with YouTube. We started our channel 4 years ago, okay?
Oh, that's
And
cool.
we were doing it started out as unboxings. So we were doing mystery boxes.
Yeah, I saw one of the I was looking through your guys' shorts, and I'm like, this is pretty cool.
Right.
It's a bunch of airsoft events and stuff like that. That's super sick.
Yeah, we had a handful of gameplay videos, but the majority of our channel were unboxings, and then we would do reviews on the guns that we got.
It's pretty sweet, yeah.
So
kind of like
it was good.
Like WAG Entertainment.
Exactly.
You know who that is? WAG Entertainment.
Yep. Yeah. We
That's
watched a bunch
cool.
of his videos.
Dude, I love
fact,
WAG. I love WAG so much. Just like the random, such random stuff that he unboxes. And it's like so, like it's always such a good idea. You know what I mean? Like I found
he's got some good gameplay stuff too.
I know. I checked out his stuff, or like TS Blur. He's True Am local apparently, and I've been trying to figure out the days that he plays. Like I've literally just been trying to I've been trying to figure out anything like to play
But
with
yeah,
him.
to answer your
Like,
question, we didn't. We didn't. The channel doesn't hardly make anything. Okay, it's like very low. In fact, if you count it doesn't make anything. It hasn't made anything because of the cost of the equipment, and then of course the mystery boxes we were getting, before, and all that kind of stuff.
Dude,
Yeah, and now this podcast,
so...
now see our mystery boxes used to get, our unboxings used to get like 20,000, 25,000 views. These podcasts get like 50.
You know why, right?
Yeah, they're popular, right?
No, you know why? Like I figured out all about
What?
YouTube and stuff like that.
Oh,
People
okay,
watch
let's hear it, bro.
People watch the YouTube videos of things they cannot do.
Okay.
It's either people go to YouTube to learn things,
yeah,
or they go on YouTube to see
live
the
vicariously
things that they cannot
through.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Okay.
Look. Why do you think the what's called Let's Play, the Let's Play era blew up so much? It's because these people who are
Enlighten me.
It's because the people who are garbage at video games, such as myself for a while, before I became a what's it called, Call of Duty, just this Call of Duty addict.
Fanatic, yeah.
Yeah, but trying to get my hands on Escape from Tarkov just to make some little kids cry.
There you go. That's the game right there, buddy.
I'm wearing a bear patch right now.
I see it.
I gotta rep my people. So, but like it's it's watching things that they can't do themselves, or things that they're not good at doing themselves. So if it's like we unboxed we did a $2,000 Airsoft unboxing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh well, this is interesting. I can't afford none of that. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
Yeah, exactly. So like for me, I did a gear tour and it sucked because most of the gear tour, where I just like showed off all the gear that I had.
Right.
And that crashed and burned because most of the people that watch my channel already own gear. Dude,
dude, that's boring. I already got that.
I remember I did one video where I what's it called? It was a European SCP loadout.
Okay.
It's like my biggest video ever. I used my Finnish M61 gas mask in that, like my genuine Finnish M61.
Yeah.
Which, don't worry, it will be in the show and tell.
Nice.
But it's a what's it called? I used it, and basically I hadn't set up my mag pouches right because I was just trying to do a one-take video. Like, hey, I need to keep my upload schedule consistent. Just do this and done.
Let's hurry up. Film it.
And so basically, I got so many comments that were saying, maybe if you aligned your mag pouches right, or maybe if you put your magazines in the right way, you wouldn't have such a hard time reloading. With those magazine alignments, you'd already be dead. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I haven't addressed it yet, but I'm like, I know. Please shut up. I know. I play Airsoft. I have my magazines aligned like 90% of the time. Just please leave me alone. I know what I'm doing.
So look, the way to fix that is your next video, just mention it. Okay, last video, for all you haters out there, getting on me about my mags not being in the right spot.
Like, it's not even haters. I know they're like, I know it's good-hearted. I'm just not taking it as good-hearted because I don't take correction well. I am the perfect person after all. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, on that specific thing, you already knew how to do it. So you didn't need somebody telling you. You just were in a hurry and didn't have it set up. So
exactly. It was just kind of a screw it.
Yeah, just address it on your next video.
Yeah, I most likely will.
For all you very, very kind people out there that were giving me constructive criticism to help me with my mag pouches, I already knew. I just didn't have time to fix it.
I've been getting so many random comments in Russian and Polish and stuff like that.
Oh, Jesus.
It's so weird.
Bro, they're trying to recruit you, man. They're trying to recruit you, okay?
Dude, I'm literally looking through my video, and it's like, I'm seeing...
We have war! You come over here, we'll fight the war!
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that was like a childhood dream of mine, was like, I want to travel back in time and see what World War I was like. Yeah. And then I saw documentaries on World War I, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe let's do World War II.
Yeah, what was that? Damn. There was a movie, it's really good. Came out a couple years
Basic.
ago.
I'm betting
It was,
you.
it
Give
was
like
World War
the.
One,
Okay, hold on. Let's see.
and it was like the man. It was the way it was filmed was
I don't think it
awesome.
was All Quiet on the Western Front.
No. This is
Dunkirk.
maybe
Was it Dunkirk? I think.
maybe
Let me really quickly.
it
Let
was
me
about
actually
it was
Google
about
that.
two guys two soldiers that were
2017, right?
Oh, I think it was
says,
it was a year. It was I think it was called 1917 actually, or something like
oh,
that.
was it that? Hold on, let me see. Let me see if it was that one
Dude,
actually.
the
I have not seen 1917 yet. Oh yeah, it was
filmography
1917.
in that
I have
it
not seen it.
was beautifully filmed. It was really good. Really good.
Benedict Cumberbatch was in a war movie. Oh my goodness, that's good. I'm just glad they
Did he?
didn't feature. I'm just glad they didn't feature Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. No.
Is this loaded yet? Is it loaded?
I don't know. I'm against guns. Why? What?
Oh my god, speaking of Alec
So,
Baldwin, you remember the cheeseburger video?
yeah.
Dude, every time Alec Baldwin is mentioned, I almost piss myself laughing because I saw the video. And oh my god. Like for me, it's so funny seeing like okay, I grew up in the era of Vine and stuff like that when
Oh
Vine was like
yeah. You remember
popular.
Vine? Okay.
And so it was
Okay.
like all the fails and stuff like that on Vine.
Right.
To the point where my brain got mentally conditioned that when a child gets hurt or when like somebody's struggling with something that's like such a simple task, laugh.
Yeah, of course.
Like some child gets whacked in the face with a football, I'm gonna pee myself because
Yeah.
it's a kid getting hurt. It's funny.
My dad used to laugh when I got hurt. My dad was a
And
mechanic,
that's okay. Look,
half
here's
the
the
time.
thing.
So,
Here's the thing. That's a good strategy as well for raising your kids because if you laugh when they get
for
hurt,
sure.
they're
Then
gonna
they don't
think
cry.
well, it's not that severe. Then if you're laughing, that can't be
Right.
that bad.
No, dude, toddlers, when a toddler gets hurt, if the mom goes, "Oh my gosh," and they pick him up, "Oh, honey, it's okay." They go, they start crying.
Have you seen
You
those videos of
They
like
get hurt and you
the
start
dads?
laughing and like, "Hey,
Have you
you're
seen
okay." Yeah,
have you seen the
they're
videos of
fine.
the dads like holding their kids where they have the hand behind their head and they like whack the hand on the corner? And it's like,
Oh yeah.
oh no, you're okay, and the kid starts crying because they think
Yes.
they got hurt.
Exactly.
Like,
There you
okay,
go.
here's the thing. Like
Psychological.
my little brother was watching, I forget what movie it was, but he was loving it, and he falls off the couch, hits his head on the coffee table. I'm talking, you hear a
Yeah, a
as he
hard
hits
hit.
his head. And we're all looking at him. We're like, is he gonna cry? Is he gonna cry? If he's gonna start
It's
crying,
like,
if he's gonna
here we go.
if he's gonna start crying, then we better look out, right? We better be on ready. And he sits up, sits back down on the couch, and continues watching the movie.
Oh, that's funny.
We're all like, is he possessed? Is he okay? Like, why is he not screaming? And
That's
then
awesome.
that's when we kind of realized, wow, nobody reacted. So
Yeah.
because he was so into the movie, he did not give half a crap. So he's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let's just go back to watching this movie. This is a good movie. Let's go. Like, I don't
That's
know what you.
funny.
And he straight up said, "Mom, why are you staring? We're watching a movie."
So you just have one sibling?
A lot. Just they're up
Oh, okay.
in Tennessee now with my mom
Spread out, yeah.
because basically mom and stepdad have my two younger brothers and two younger sisters, and I'm down here in Cali with dad. So
Now,
you know.
do your brothers and sisters know you play airsoft?
So my stepfather found out, and he was Marines for a couple of years. What's it called
Okay.
Army National Guard in California. Blah blah blah. I forget. Actually, hold on. I could literally find his regiment within like 20 seconds. But basically he like, found out that I wanted to play airsoft. He's like, nah, you don't need to play airsoft. Come on, because basically he was terrified of me being around guns and stuff like that.
Oh,
Because he
that's
saw
weird.
like I'm very interested in guns. Like
He
I
was in the
love
Marine
guns.
Corps?
Yes.
That's so weird.
I know he was very scared because he saw how passionate I was about guns. The
I
thing
mean, I
about
had
me
my
is
kids.
I'm
I spent
very
4 years in the Marine Corps, and most of my buddies, we all
X-Men.
taught our kids from a very young age. Like it was really important for us to
if
to
you don't
teach
mind me
our
asking,
kids.
what do you like? What did you do in the Marines? Like, were you, infantryman?
No, no,
You,
I drove trucks, and then my
ooh,
last duty station, I drove trucks in Okinawa, in Japan, and
that's
then
pretty sweet, dude.
in Korea, South
That's
Korea,
pretty sweet, man.
and then my last duty station was in out by you, at Camp Pendleton, on a shooting range. I worked on a shooting range, so
So you
um,
have quite a bit of experience with the standard firearms of the United States Marine Corps.
M16A2s, what we had in.
Oh, the
So I
A2s,
actually,
nice.
yeah, the A2s. I actually qualified in boot camp. I qualified with the. They still had the 1911s for the pistol. That was the issued pistol, uh, and that the 45s, and then they
Yeah,
went to the 9 mils the last year I was in. So
I
they
think
swapped
Berettas,
over.
right?
Yeah, the Berettas, yeah, Beretta
Yeah,
M92s, yeah.
yeah.
So I had to requalify with
Hand
that,
a
but
handgun that was more effective to be thrown at the enemy than reloaded.
yeah, I mean, we didn't like it at first. There was a lot of flack about because everyone
I
loves
mean,
the
okay, look,
the
because
45s,
here's the
bro.
thing. It's a 45 caliber, right? It served through
Mhm.
World War One, Vietnam, World War Two, right?
Yep.
And then you had the Beretta M92, which
Yep.
was a not very loved handgun. They were very stupid to maintain. Like you did barely anything to that gun, it would stop functioning. Basically, I remember, I think it was this YouTuber named Mike Burnfire. He made a joke about it, saying it was basically like a Tokarev in the sense of instead of maintaining the gun, just find a new one, throw it away, find a new one. You'll probably find it. Like
Oh shit.
you'll find it on the guys
Oh,
who
there was
could not.
plenty of them.
You'll find it on you'll find it on the guys who could not defend themselves with it.
Mhm. Well,
And
I think that was the big thing back then. We were more concerned about, the heavy caliber or the heavier caliber was better, because typically when I was in, there wasn't this we weren't in the desert yet. So it
yeah,
was
it was still
we were
Vietnam,
still getting trained
Korea,
from jungle warfare. Like we still had they issued me jungle boots.
back in the Booney Boy days.
Yeah, so it was like, coming out of Vietnam and in the 80s with Grenada and a couple other things, like it was we were still learning, all that
Did you
woodland kind
hold
of.
on? I forget what was like the time period, like the time frame where it was Mogadishu and stuff like that, like the Mogadishu campaign.
That was right after I got out,
Oh,
mid 90s. Uh-huh.
so you
I was
left like
in
right
89 to 93, so
you left like
when I,
right as they were about to do Black Hawk Down.
yeah, exactly.
They shot that
Yep.
movie live in the combat zones. You can't convince me
Yeah.
otherwise. Uh,
But yeah,
I
man, we had
I'm not gonna lie. I took a lot of the advice out of that movie
yeah,
for like pretty real, except for one
okay.
little sequence, one little scene.
What is it?
I think you can know. I think you'd know.
No, you tell me.
This is my safety, sir.
Yeah.
Literally almost every airsoft round, anytime it ends, my first words out of my mouth are put them on safe, let them hang.
That is yes.
Never will I ever hear somebody say,
But
this is
let me
my
ask you
safety
this.
in front of my face and go home with a nose still in the right place.
Listen, I understand what you're saying. Completely different circumstances though, okay? One on a battlefield where shit can pop off any second, okay? Um and then of course airsoft field. But let me ask you this. When you enter the game, once you step on the field and the game starts, do you keep your gun on safe and only
Um,
remove and only put it on fire when you're about to shoot somebody, or do you flip it off as safe so that you can be ready?
I am definitely the type to keep it on fire at all times, keep my finger off the trigger though, because most of the time though, I mean in
Exactly.
airsoft,
So
most
now,
hear me out though.
no,
Most
you hear
airsoft
me out.
games.
Listen, listen,
Okay,
listen.
fine, fine,
So
fine.
now, when you go on the field, it's off safe. So what is your safety while you're on the field?
Your finger at that point.
Uh,
But look, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. He was talking about. Here's the thing. He got in trouble for having his rifle loaded, racked, and off safe while he was on a active FOB, which is a big fat no-no because it is considered a non-combat zone until engaged by hostile forces. Therefore, he was violating rules on base.
Nobody gives a fuck about those violations and shit. Okay.
He was Delta Force. The thing is, they hammer that into Delta Force guys the most. They tell them the most, like, hey, you need
Look,
to have
the
your
trigger
rifle
ain't gonna
on
pull
safe.
itself. Okay. The trigger is not going to pull itself.
I mean, it depends though. If we're talking about the M16
It really won't.
era.
in that movie, okay, those M16s or whatever, whatever they were using, the M4s or whatever. I think they were still using M16A2s back then.
And the XM177s as well, like
You
those
drop,
carbines.
you could have that thing locked and loaded, ready to go. Okay. Put it off safe, put it on fire, put it on semi, and throw it down the stairs. It ain't going off.
Then again, they don't make them like they used to, yeah. Nowadays, it's
And
all
now
about
airsoft guns definitely not happening. Okay, especially when y'all get over here and tweak them with these damn hair triggers. Like somebody was showing me.
I want
I was
a
like,
hair
dude,
trigger so bad.
no,
But, like, the
no.
thing is, listen,
Uh-uh.
the only reason I would ever run a hair trigger is so I could feather. That's it. Because literally, I was shown a what's called hair trigger as well, where some dude literally said, "Yeah, if I flick my trigger guard, the trigger goes off."
That's what I'm saying. Now,
And
how is that?
I'm looking at that like, and exactly how is that safe?
It's not safe and it's not realistic. Okay.
My second question was gonna be, so how many friendly fire accidents have you been involved in?
Exactly. This is why everyone has to wear barrel socks, bro, because of people like this.
Yes. I mean, True Aim luckily isn't a barrel sock place. It's just a take your magazines out or we'll punch you in the throat place. Has Lacey told you about the punishment system at True Aim?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was basically push-ups.
Nice.
If you're caught cussing on the field, I think it's 10 push-ups. If you're caught with the magazine in, 10 push-ups. And it's like, if you're caught fighting, blah, blah, blah. It's like all these rules. Put push-ups or a short ban is usually like the punishments.
On ban, push-ups, okay?
You're going to be coming back to Airsoft, the most jacked guy there.
Right? There you go.
I mean, okay, look, I've been the victim of many, like, mag-in incidents, and I definitely have something to show for it.
Look at you all buff and shit, okay?
Because, okay, here's the thing. It's my handgun that I keep forgetting to pull the magazine out of. Always my handgun.
No, wait a minute. Is the handgun in your holster?
Yeah, I have it on a leg drop holster, and sometimes I forget it's there. So I either forget to load and rack my handgun, which when I'm in a tight situation, to where I have to
even
drop
if
my primary,
even if your handgun is in your holster,
on safety, it cannot have a magazine in.
Oh Jesus!
Which, I mean, I get it at the same time though, but
I don't.
It's kind of strict. It's pretty strict. I don't know, but
okay.
I mean,
because the rifles I get because or an exposed gun, so one you have in your hand like ready to go, or it's sitting on the counter or a bench or something like that. Definitely clear your weapon. In safe zones,
are coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have. I feel like if I owned a field, I would be hella strict, bro. Hella strict. Okay. Nobody would be walking in the front door just randomly. I'm telling you right now. It would be like going in airport security. I would have everyone on lock, stock, and barrel, like checking all this shit. Okay,
yeah, exactly,
like before you enter my building. That would be because I cannot stand.
If you walk on the grass, you get banned.
Yeah.
You get that joke. Yeah, you get that joke.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I mean that's.
I had a friend whose older brother is currently in the Marines as a radio specialist.
Yeah.
Like this kid is definitely born for the Marines. Like I'm talking first couple of days of boot camp when they were doing rifle training, it was hecka foggy. So he earned his M16A4 marksman's badge that day.
Nice.
Because basically it was a hecka foggy day. He couldn't see anything out of his ACOG, but he could see perfectly downrange with his what's called like peeking off the sight. So what he'd do is he would lean up, right? He would be aiming at target. He would peek off sight just to see if his alignment was good. Peek back into ACOG, fire a few shots, check if his alignment was good again, and he just kept doing that. And his instructors are like, "Dude, you haven't missed a shot."
It's 100%.
Definitely, like I tested that out when I was running a red dot magnifier rig Where what I did was I put on my magnifier and I'd be sitting right posted up, and I'd look down my sight and I'd pull off and I'd look and I'd be like, wow, my field of vision is a lot better. I can see a lot more things. This is an interesting strategy. I didn't know I could see things.
You could always, I'll
because
give
the
you a
thing
pro
is,
tip, okay? You got 2 eyes, you can open the second one.
yes, exactly. I know. My uncle drilled that into my head
Yeah.
because I used to be one of those kids where it was,
Yeah.
I can't see anything beyond my scope.
I mean, if you're
But
looking through a scope, then yes, you need to do the,
oh
close
no,
your eye, but
even if it's in a long even if it's in a long scope, I'll still Chris Kyle it.
oof, I can't do it, man.
The only reason
I
I'm able to do it is because my face is so weirdly made to the point where I can
Yeah.
still keep
Yeah, you are kind of weird looking.
Thank you. One of the best compliments I've received all day, instead of kill yourself, bigot.
Dude, I had somebody, well, speaking of work, going back to that, I worked construction. So I did the
Nice.
same thing you did. So we flipped houses. I did that for a couple years.
Sweet.
Before that, I was paralyzed and I couldn't work for a few years. So
Dude.
before that, I was in construction and manufacturing. I worked in factories for a long time, but running machines, doing process, process tech, figuring out process and everything, and then fixing stuff, maintenance. So, but recently, when the housing market kind of started taking a crap, and the guy that was buying our houses to for us to flip, took a hike or whatever, he just left us. So we had to figure something out. So recently I've been making phone calls. So I'm doing outbound sales, right?
Nice.
So I'm the somebody that calls these businesses or companies or people to sell some stuff, whatever, for this company. So anyway, this guy answers the phone today and he says, "Hey man, just kill yourself, okay?" And then hangs up. Yeah. He's like, "Hey man, just kill yourself, okay?" And he hangs up. I was like, "Yes, I like getting the negative.
I got one.
I
Yes.
like getting the negative ones. Yeah."
Dude, for me, whenever I get spam calls, I always try to have fun with them. So for me, I'll just pick up the phone and just have the most random starting lines. Like I'll give you a couple of them, and I just have these off the top of my head.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
Westside Sperm Bank, you spank 'em, we bank 'em. Or let's see. Hey, you've reached Mike's Funeral Home and Pizza. Yesterday's loss is today's sauce.
Oh, that's nasty.
Or let's see. Here's another one. You've reached the Institute for Overly Sensitive Eardrums.
Oh Jesus! Or nowadays it would be ASMR if you talk like that. Okay.
Oh yeah, perfect. Oh dude, my kind of ASMR.
Just answer and be like crinkling some plastic or something in the a wrapper in
Dude,
the thing real
I'm
slowly.
not gonna lie. My kind of ASMR is have you ever heard of Armin Gun?
Mm-mm.
So it's this, I think, Canadian YouTuber or something like that named Armin Gun, and he does gun ASMR. So every once in a while that'll pop up on my screen and I'll be like, "Whoa, here we go." So
Well, now that you said it, I'm gonna start getting it.
He'll just be racking like a bunch of these guns, loading them and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, that brings peace to my soul.
I'm sure.
What doesn't bring peace to my soul, on the other hand, is the videos where they destroy guns. Like, I remember seeing this video of some dude who bought, I think it was like this really fancy Glock. He's like, "Alright, we're gonna durability test this thing." And then he proceeded to pour mustard and toothpaste into the firing assembly, load it, rack it, and then blow off a few rounds. All I was thinking to myself is, well, he just lost an investment.
Man, dude, H&K used to test their stuff. They tested in seawater. They throw it in the sand. AKs.
Same with Kalashnikov, yeah, the Kalashnikov Armaments Company.
Mm-hmm.
I found out something really interesting about Kalashnikov. Okay. So, Mikhail Kalashnikov, the guy that made the original AK-47, right?
Yeah, right.
So his son actually created the PP-19 platform.
Exactly.
The PP-19 Bison. Because he was literally just experimenting with how to change calibers in the AK. Because there was already the AK-74, which was a lighter caliber, and the AKS-74U.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was all these different AKs, and he's like, well, what if we converted it down to 9mm Makarov? And so he did, and it was the PP-19 Vityaz first, and then the PP-19 Bison next.
Very good, man. You must have watched our video on it. We did a whole history piece on that because we got one of the
I
Bisons.
no, I'm sorry, but no. I literally just know too much about these guns.
No, that's good.
Well, I
You're
mean,
very knowledgeable.
at the same time though, I still have a lot to learn because anytime I go into like a gun talk Discord server, I get scared.
I hope you have a lot to learn. You're 14. If you learned everything already, bro, we're in trouble. Okay.
Dude, I remember what's called my dad went up to Oregon while my mom and stepdad lived in Oregon for a while.
Yeah.
And we visited the local gun shop just to check out some of the stuff that they had. And I could see the gun shop owner getting visibly scared as I picked up an AR-15, proceeded to look it over, rack it correctly, hit the catch release, and then also hit the bolt catch. Or I mean the what's called the bolt assister. I forget what it's called, but that little bumpy spot
The
that
forward
nobody
assist.
knows what it does. The forward assist, yes.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me and just going, and he's like trying to paste on this fake smile the whole time. And I could see he was getting visibly scared. My dad could see it too, so he's like, "Yeah,
Sure.
all right, let's go. Put it down. Time to go."
Well, most people aren't used to see this is a problem too nowadays is parents don't teach their kids about
Yeah.
guns, and they should.
Are you tired of the same old, impersonal airsoft experience? Looking for a place that feels like home? Look no further than TNT Airsoft, where we treat you like family. At TNT Airsoft, we're not just another airsoft field. We're a family-run business that knows how to make your airsoft experience truly unforgettable. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a first-time player, our dedicated staff is here to ensure you have a blast. From the moment you step onto our field, you'll feel the warmth and camaraderie that only a family-run business can provide. And the best part? Our community is like no other. You'll make lifelong friends who share the same passion for airsoft as you do. TNT Airsoft isn't just a place to play and shop. It's a place where memories are made, where bonds are formed, and where you become part of our extended family, so don't settle for an average airsoft experience. Join the TNT Airsoft family today and discover a whole new level of excitement, camaraderie, and fun. Check us out online at tntairsoft.net.
So, we've had this
Seen
talk
the
before on the podcast. And this is how I treated our kids. I felt like, so I treated it the same way as I treated driving a car. So I felt like my philosophy is with children in our societies, okay, on the world, uh, as you get older, what are some things you're going to encounter in life? Okay. Definitely you're going to be driving a car. Is driving a car dangerous? Yes. So should you spend some time teaching your kids the safeties and the basics of driving a car? Yes. Um, Guns, is there a chance that your children are going to be around guns as they get a little bit older, like teenager, young
yes,
teenager, whatever? Yeah, that's a chance.
it's
So
definitely a chance. Yeah,
why not teach them? Like I even said this before, like even if parents are against, quote unquote, against guns, like they don't want to support gun rights and they don't want to support everyone. Oh, we just think no one should have guns. You could think that all day and think happy thoughts and unicorns. Okay. They don't exist.
exactly.
You're not taking away guns. They're always going to be around. So why not prepare your kids the best way possible? Like if I always thought to myself, my wife and I have 5 kids. I always thought if one of our kids got injured or killed or did something like that to somebody else, when they're young, because I didn't teach them, I failed as a dad.
I would.
Like,
Yeah, exactly. It's a breaking feeling.
so it should be, but the thing is, like being in that gun shop you're talking about, this guy probably hasn't had very many, young guys like yourself go in there and be able to handle, safely handle a weapon. So it's very unusual, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It should be a common thing.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you. I'm sorry, hold on.
Yeah, go
Just
ahead.
really quickly, one of my friends is hitting me up like at random. He's like, "Yo, you want to do a 24-hour airsoft game?"
Ooh,
Yeah, I'm
where are
definitely
they doing that
excited.
at?
I don't know, but he said Tuesday, June 6th to 7th, Wednesday. I'm definitely
Oh,
doing
it's
it.
when school's out.
Yes, I'm definitely doing it.
I wonder if now does True Aim, do they have indoor and outdoor field?
Sadly, no.
Just indoor. Okay.
It's no, just outdoor.
Oh, True Aim's outdoor.
Yeah, it's a fully outdoor field.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay. I really thought it was an indoor speed soft field. Okay.
If you check out my channel, I actually got some pretty good angles of the field, so you could kind of
Dude,
check out.
well, what is your channel? Let me look it up because
Just
you don't have it posted
look
on
at my
your
Discord. Look at my
Discord
Discord
thing.
name.
No,
I
no, no,
don't
no.
really. Hold on.
Bro, put it on your profile, okay? You better get up with the times, dude.
What the heck? So I just got
See?
invited to a 24-hour Airsoft game thing, right? And
So is the name
basically,
of your channel just the same as your Discord name, Goast? With an
yeah, Ghost.
Ghost like
Goast.
spelled like toast.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, I
How'd you
literally
come up with
forgot.
that anyway?
So basically, Russian Badger, right?
Uh-huh.
He spelled a lot of things weird, right? What's it called?
Okay.
He spelled like stuff. He spelled stuff kind of weird-ish, in the way of like he would say most, or like more, and it would be MOAR, more,
Right,
right?
right. Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Okay.
And so basically,
Is it
I basically was like, you know what? I'm gonna make Ghost. Like I'm gonna make that my channel, right?
uh-huh.
So because it would make me easier to find, right? I thought it would make me
I'm
easier to
not seeing
find,
it,
which it
bro.
did.
I'm scrolling forever on YouTube right now and I'm not seeing it.
Here, you want me to
YouTube
drop a
doesn't know
link?
your shit,
You
bro.
want me to drop a link?
Yeah, do it in the Discord and I'll
Yeah, okay. Here. Because the thing is, I think YouTube is trying to keep me from getting found.
I wonder why.
I think it's called.
They're shadow banning all kind. Oh wait.
Oh, you do know why
Stupid dumb. Is this you?
It's Ghost the Operator should be like my tag.
Oh, Ghost.
Here, I'll just send you a I'll just send you a Discord thing.
Bruh. Is this your channel right here? Because this is
Oh no, not that.
It's Ghost.
Oh no, not him.
Bro.
I have 2,000 subscribers.
How in the hell?
Oh, YouTube's mad at me. I got my monetization.
What did you do?
Monetization. I got my monetization. What's called? Suspended.
Yeah, same. Yeah, they do that to everybody, bro.
Do you know why though? Here's the reason.
I guess.
So
I only have guesses.
I tried posting a Wagner Corps video, but here's the thing: Wagner Corps video. Wagner Corps, the Russian PMCs, like the Russian PMC skull for what's called logo. Basically, they were the dudes that got hecka famous for killing a dude with a sledgehammer on a video.
Oh shit.
Like they basically taped this dude's head down to a cinder block and then killed him with a sledgehammer to send a message.
Damn, bro.
So basically, I tried posting a Wagner.
That was a video on YouTube?
Yes, it wasn't that video specifically. I need to clear that up. It wasn't that video. I wasn't trying to post the sledgehammer video.
No, I'm saying that, but their video was able to be posted on YouTube.
That was not able to be posted, no. But there's a lot of like pro-Russia content and stuff like that there.
Yeah.
But basically, I tried posting that, and it was basically making fun of this what's called very prominent pedophilic organization called Lolicon. I don't know if you've ever heard of Lolicon. Basically, it's like anime child porn. That's just the best way I can describe it, is anime child porn.
Gotcha.
And so basically, it was like me and the boys at Lolicon, and it was like all these Wagner Corps dudes like lined up, sitting in gear and stuff like that, and they have this huge JBL speaker, and they're holding it above their heads, blasting music.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, come on, there's no way this can go wrong. I mean, it's literally just a video of me, like it's just a video of me denouncing a pedophilic organization.
Yeah.
And it was like, you're getting a strike. Yeah, you're getting a strike for trying to post a video promoting a violent criminal organization. And I'm like, okay, well then I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it again. Nothing. So I tried it again. I tried changing the tags and stuff like that. I tried muting the music.
Right.
Again, it said promoting a violent a violent criminal organization.
Uh-huh.
And I sent an email back to YouTube that said, quote, "Hello YouTube, it is the original poster of the content you oh so beautifully took down. I say this in the most respectful manner I can, but please kindly piss off. If you actually
You're
read
horrible.
if you actually read the tag in the video, you could see it denounces an organization of pedophiles. The fact that Wagner Corps were even involved is because I respect them as a valid organization, even though they have committed many violations of wartime conventions. The song relates nothing either, but if you would like me to adhere to your weak attempt to seem like you have control over this platform, I will do so happily. Thank you, and again, piss off. I know how to be
And
very
that's why
passive.
they don't like you. Gee,
I know
I
how
don't
to be
know.
very
I don't know
passive
why.
aggressive in an email.
I don't know why they don't like you, bro. Okay.
And it literally said no address found for the email sent back. However, I know that they
Nice.
saw it. I know that they saw it, so they definitely angy. Oh, they big
Okay, look,
angy.
I must have maybe you do have it on your profile because I was already subscribed to your channel. So I don't
Really?
know. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's
It's
weird.
weird.
Okay. Isn't that weird that when I type that in though
It doesn't
on
show
the
it at
search,
all.
it doesn't come up? Like, wouldn't you want it to show the ones that I've already subscribed to that are close to that name? Like, and I shouldn't have. Can you just be a smart search, please, YouTube?
Yes, exactly.
I mean, aren't you and Google like together? Like, what? Like,
It's
bro,
literally owned by Google. Yeah,
bro. Somebody from
exactly.
Google, get your ass over there and program their fucking search feature on YouTube because it sucks right now. Okay,
Yes, exactly.
it does. All right, so you got
I've
some
had
good
so many
videos.
issues. I've had so many issues with what's called trying to show people like my channel and stuff like that. And they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we can't find it." And I'm like, "You typed it right." Yeah, and they're like, yeah, capital Goast, capital Y, capital T. And I'm like,
Well,
okay, so why
just
aren't
so
you
you know,
finding
it's not case sensitive. It's not. It's like your usernames and stuff. They're not case. It doesn't matter if it's capital or lowercase. Just so you know.
it? I mean, I literally had them say it specifically to the way where my username is. They're like, yeah, we're not seeing it at all.
Right.
I literally made my name that unique so I could have more audience exposure. I could be seen more,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not working. So that sucks.
No. No.
Yeah,
No. I mean, you got to get. I'm going to tell you who a person that I know that grew their channel really, really good over the last couple years. Caleb Tucker Airsoft. So Caleb and I talked the first probably 6 or 8 months, maybe 6 months that we started our channel. Okay. He didn't have a YouTube channel. He actually called me. He video called me one night from work, from his work. Okay. So he's at work. He calls me. We talked, him and I, for a while. And he's like, man, I'm thinking about starting my own YouTube channel and this and that, whatever. And I was like, yeah, man, do it, bro. Like, this and that. So then he starts one. And then when YouTube, this is like 3 years ago, we started it. When YouTube started promoting the shorts, like
oh
pushing the
yeah,
short videos really, heavily, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, he got right on it and started doing it. And he was telling me about it. I actually asked him about it. I was like, how do these shorts work? Oh, I know what it was. I had him on the podcast and he was telling me about it. So he's been steadily doing that. This dude, some of his videos are crazy, like 700,000 views on a short.
jeez,
And
that's a
it's
lot.
literally just
A
like,
lot more than I get.
it's like, okay, he's taking a gun. I'll clear it. So he's taking a gun and, an
Yep.
airsoft gun and just, how they do the POV view and
Yeah.
just racking it and then shooting it once. It's but he's been steadily doing the uh short videos
Hold on, really
consistently
quickly. Can I
for
can I
like 2
see?
years.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but can I see that gun again?
Yeah.
Let me
This is
see.
a
Hold on, really quickly. I want to see if I can guess, because I
you
think
don't
I've gotten
freaking
pretty good
know,
about
bro.
models.
You don't freaking know.
Yeah.
Actually, you're pretty in.
Oh, dude, that print looks really sweet, by the way.
Isn't
Skull
that
print.
cool? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna guess it's
So, buddy of
something. I'm
mine
gonna guess it's
hydro dipped
something.
it.
Hold on, let me see. Oh,
Here, I'll show you one of the
that slide
bullets.
lock. That slide lock looks really interesting.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with the paint job on there.
Yeah. What color did it
So,
used to be?
black.
Black. Okay, hold on. I'm going out like crazy on a limb here. I want to say what's it called
So it's really
either
close to
It almost looks like 9mm, not really
Right.
though.
It's really close. It's really close.
I'm gonna say 40 Smith & Wesson.
Boom! Look at you. Fucking genius over here.
40 Smith. It's a 40
Alex
Smith &
Trebek.
Wesson.
Yes.
40 Smith & Wesson caliber subcompact pistol. It's got to be probably something by.
It's a Smith & Wesson 40. That's what the gun
Smith &
is.
Wesson.
Yep.
Smith &
It
Wesson
really
40.
is a Smith & Wesson 40. Yeah. So
I was
it's
literally gonna guess either Smith & Wesson or Sig.
yeah, it's a Smith & Wesson.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I love the design, the
Dude,
trigger on this particular gun,
For a
the trigger
second,
pull.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
For a second, sorry for interrupting, but like for a
Yeah,
second,
yeah.
I thought it was the what's it called, like the lizard camo that you see,
Oh
like
yeah,
the lizard
right,
print, like the snakeskin camo. And then I
right.
look closer and I'm like, dude, wait, that's skulls. That's sweet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think they put that exact camo in the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I think so. I've seen
Yeah.
it before.
I'm trying to get my hands on that one, but red. It looks
So we've
so
had,
good.
yeah, I've seen the red one as well. But yeah, you can see the Smith & Wesson logo here on the
Oh yeah,
handle.
I see it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet handgun though.
So we've had this for, man, 8 years now.
Nice.
The trigger on that is really, really bad. It's really bad, dude.
Like
I want to get
style
some work
pad,
done
or
on
like
it.
what?
It's the way it pulls is really clunky, and we tested it one time because we have one of those I forget what the tool is called that tests the poundage of your trigger pull.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's like this like little round, and it has like Bluetooth, and it feeds to a computer system or something like that, to where it actually
No,
tests.
it's really simple.
Oh no,
This one's a
sorry, hold
really
on.
simple one. Like one of these things you could actually use like a fish what do they call it, a fish scale. You know, when you go out fishing and you're deep sea fishing, you pull in a big mackerel and you put it through its gill, right? It's got a hook
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
You hold it up, and it's just got it's a weight, it's a scale.
that's pretty cool.
You could use one of
I mean,
those. That's basically the design
yeah,
of it.
I went fishing for halibut in the San Francisco coast, so yeah,
Nice. Okay.
it was very fun. Like ocean fishing and stuff like that. We barbecued out on the boat.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Dude, it was real fun.
But yeah, this
I got to bonk a halibut. That was pretty funny.
is that what you do? You bonk them?
It looks so they look so dumb. I feel bad. Like every time
Why?
it was like this lead weighted club, and
Yeah.
every time I whacked one of them on the head, I kind of felt bad because it felt like beating a kid to Down syndrome with death. It looks so dumb. It was almost cute. Like, oh,
I
I'm sorry,
mean,
buddy. Bonk.
look, bro, deers are cute too. You shoot those fuckers
True.
and eat them, okay?
True. But
I
then
mean,
again, I look at a deer and I think, well, I could probably make a good steak.
right.
I actually haven't gone deer hunting
Hey, man,
yet.
I didn't make the rules, okay? I didn't make
I've
the
gone
rules.
pheasant. I think I've gone pheasant hunting once
Yeah.
and duck hunting quite a few times.
If you
Oh,
have
that reminds me. That reminds me of something funny.
if you
Just
have a good balance in nature, right, then you're good to go, okay? If you're just killing things to kill it for no
yeah.
good reason, then then that's not good. But
I learned basically every time I get yelled at by a vegan and stuff like that, how could you eat meat? You're horrible. Eating meat is murder. The only thing I respond with is, if God didn't want us to eat meat, why did he make animals out of food? And that's my argument most of the time. And they're like, well, would you eat a dog? I mean, people in Bangladesh do it. I would try it
I ate
once.
dog in South Korea and Japan. I didn't know. I mean, they didn't say here's dog. We found out after. I don't care. Like it tastes the same, bro.
How did
Okay.
it taste, by the way?
Like chicken.
Basically, yeah. Have you seen that video online?
And
It was like
cats too.
some
Cats
just
too.
what
Like they had cat
basically
everywhere.
it was this video of some dude basically, and he's like eating something, and he's like, man, this chicken is really good. This chicken is really good. Like, what kind of chicken is this? Looks at the chef. Meow meow.
Yeah.
And he's
There you
like
go.
looking at it, takes another
Uh-huh.
bite.
It's
So
dude,
it's
we
so
had
funny when people realize what they're actually eating.
isn't that weird?
Like a
Okay,
flaming
so
grill.
you're halfway through a meal and you're eating this and you're like, "Oh my God, this is so good." And then they tell you what it is, and then they get grossed out.
Like, oh yeah, this is actually, like, I'm not even joking, alligator. I've
Yeah.
eaten alligator before. Alligator's delicious.
Alligator's good as fuck, bro. Yeah.
Until I actually figured out it was alligator. I'm like, yo, this is alligator? Man, that's even better. I'm eating something that could eat me. You ever heard of a Flaming Grill? There's this like what's called burger place called Flaming Grill.
I
think it was only a California thing, but basically they sold exotic burgers. So
like ostrich and stuff.
You could get kangaroo, ostrich,
I think I have
alligator.
heard of that. Okay.
Dude, they stopped doing it, and that pissed me off so bad.
Well, it's probably really expensive to get them.
No, it wasn't even that expensive.
No, I mean not for you, but it was probably really expensive.
Yeah.
It was really difficult for them to get. Yeah.
But like it just sucked because I didn't.
Especially
get enough
in
time
Cali, bro. They got too many fucking laws out there.
I know, dude. My dad and I rehabilitated a squirrel one time. Adorable little dude. And
what was it? Injured?
Fell out of a tree. We kept him with us. Gave him some water.
Yeah.
Give him some water. Give him some what's called like some nuts and stuff like that. And we did some research because my dad and I were like, well, we want to keep him. He's adorable. It would be cool to keep him around the house. And we found out 5 years in jail and a $10,000 fine for probably just feeding them. Like just for feeding them. 5 years in jail or a $10,000 fine.
Are they like protected or something? What is it?
I don't know, but
that's wild.
Also if you try keeping them as a pet, apparently they'll either try to rehabilitate it to the wild, but most likely it will be sold to a lab or euthanized. So let me get this straight: an animal that you're trying to protect, you're going to try to rehabilitate it, but there's a higher chance of you selling it to a laboratory to be tested, or you're just going to straight up kill it.
Yeah. But you're going to get punished for having it.
I think it would be better for me to keep the squirrel then.
And they're going to fine you for it. That's so weird.
I want to live in Texas. Texas has so many like cool laws about keeping animals.
Really?
Like there's this one rescue ranch in Waco that has a kangaroo, a couple of ostriches, rheas, like all these amazing, beautiful animals.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, California sucks. I want to keep an ostrich. Why can't we keep an ostrich in our house? That would be sick.
You know what's sad, dude? I spent time out there in Cali because I was stationed out there, and
29 Palms.
It's such a Camp Pendleton, so right by Oceanside.
Yes.
Matter of fact, if you go to Camp Pendleton, the front gate right outside of right next to Oceanside, if you go to the front gate, you go in. The second light, you turn left. Down that street is where the shooting range was. So that's where I worked at. But no, you're fine, man. California is so beautiful. The state is so beautiful. It has so many different you got the ocean, like where we lived in Oceanside, and for a little bit we lived in Fallbrook, we lived in Vista, and had friends in Riverside. So I mean, you could go, hey, where do you want to go this weekend? We're off work. All right, let's go to the mountains. Okay, well, let's go to Big Bear.
California
it wasn't that far of a drive.
Diverse. It's beautiful, yeah.
It's fucking beautiful, bro.
It's like
we went to Yosemite National Park.
You go this way, you got mountains. You go this way, you got the beach.
You go this way, you got the desert. And we'd go out in the desert and ride dirt bikes.
It's beautiful,
It was great, man. But
like literally, some areas of California are all those combined.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really, really. It's sad to see a state have so many just have a bad name now because of how it's run, and it's really sad. So yeah, anyway,
the way I see it is California's beautiful, most of the people are not.
Who screwed it up? People, politicians. Okay, making bad rules.
Gavin Newsom.
He needs to get an airsoft. Okay, that'll change him. That'll change him.
That'll change him for sure. Is this an AR machine?
Is this a military grade weapon? Oh my god!
Is this an AR-15 submachine minigun that shoots 400 clips per second and can hit children through walls? No, that's a Glock.
Every round in an AR-15 military assault weapon is heat-seeking, and it shoots 10,000 a second.
Oh my god, dude. The three holes law was pretty fun to deal with,
bro. Well, so anyway, so you got
funny though. It's so funny though.
Let me
Like
see
if
your gear. I want to see more of your gear because you only
Bro,
showed the shotgun.
let's play some show and tell.
Well, no, you showed your M4 as well. So
Yeah, show
what's
the M4 and the
next?
shotgun.
You said you had a
I
bunch of
mean,
stuff. I don't see
we
that
really
much stuff back there, bro. I see
I
a
know
backpack and a helmet.
because here's the thing. I pawned off a lot of my gear.
$70 shitty shotgun. Okay.
Okay, look, here's the thing. That shotgun will last me for years because I love my gear.
No, that shotgun's badass. I'm teasing.
I know, dude. I'm still trying to figure out how to chop the stock or like how to chop the buffer tube off of it because I want to turn this into a breaching shotgun.
Yeah.
To the
Well,
point where I
doesn't
can
it?
pistol, the point where I can pistol
They
grip it.
usually have a seam there, like it bolts on.
I can't
It's not
find
one
a
piece.
seam or a bolt.
Really?
So yeah. All right. So
Oh.
I showed you the shotgun and the AR. So I'm gonna put those to the side. Okay. So we might as well start with my lowest caliber firearm then. My high speed, high capacity assault weapon. You know. So this right here is my high cap of 4.3 operator. I love this thing so much. And I picked it because it reminded me of staccato handguns, and I love staccato. So
nice.
This thing is insanely snappy, and it's just the right size for my hands, so I can actually one-hand rack.
Yeah, because that's important.
I've always loved the 1911 style, just
yeah, me too.
like still hammer fed, what's called trigger grip safety.
Right.
And how chunky the trigger is. I love that.
Yeah, right? Man, that looks cool.
I love this thing so much. I'm still
it's got the what do you call it? The trigger guard that's like enlarged for gloved hands, gloved fingers.
Oh yeah, the what's called
extended.
This is the operator model, so it's actually made to have gloves in mind.
Exactly.
Because a lot of the time you see like the speed softers running the 5.1s, the long slides, and I just didn't like that because for me, I mean, I wanted something light, something like high speed, you know.
Yeah.
Something that could be quickly transitioned.
And that's green gas.
Ready? Yeah, green gas.
Or is that CO2? Okay.
I refuse to ever have CO2.
Really?
CO2 is way too much maintenance for me, man.
Bro, we got a CO2. We got a Mac 11. Okay, this thing was like cheap as hell.
Here's the thing: Mac 11 CO2, like any kind of Mac, is fun.
Yeah, they're fun, bro. Powered. Listen, we took this out of the mystery box. We were like, okay, it's really light. Everything's plastic. I mean, so flimsy that like if you just kind of tweak it a little bit, like you could just snap it in half with your hands. So like, okay, it's it's probably not going to be practical on the field, but we went out and tested it for the review video. This thing, the first shot was 511 FPS. Because when you first load those canisters in, just the first 3 or 4 shots, man, they're hot, bro.
Yeah, I know, seriously. And then you put the full auto switch in there and just it's so
auto, okay? Jesus.
Okay, here's the thing. Full auto is fun.
It is. It really is.
Because I still want to live in the era of it's a machine gun, hold the trigger down.
Yeah, right.
Like I saw a video of what's called a truck mounted M134.
Ooh.
Airsoft minigun.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, British airsofters do some crazy stuff.
Dude, did you see the Black Rifle Coffee guys? They mounted one to a a Prius? I think they mounted one to the top of a Prius.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
So you like peek out the sunroof with the minigun on
and
top.
The thing it like almost tips over the car, okay?
Yeah, seriously. That minigun weighs more than the car does.
It's pretty crazy how they did that.
I'm just imagining them sticking like a what's called M2 Browning long barrel on that thing.
That's my favorite weapon. That was my favorite weapon in the
You aim it slightly downwards and the car would start flying backwards.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
I remember a joke that Russian Badger made about if I get into your Prius and you're playing Metallica or something like that, I'm pulling the e-brake. All right, let's see. So, we have my funny little Special Forces helmet set up.
Now, do you wear this at the field when you play, the helmet?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Okay.
Because I run
Yeah, because you mount your GoPro.
Yeah, and also because I run a, what's called, half face setup.
Oh, good.
So, like, Valken goggles, mesh mask, right? So I just stick them on like that, boom. I'm protected.
Right. Well, I'm glad you cover the lower part of your face.
Of course. I'm too young to actually keep the, what's called, lower part off.
Yeah, that's right. they do have rules for that. What is it, 17 or 16?
18.
Yeah, 17, 18. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, I tried making it look as accurate to like actual military helmets as possible, just by like vandalizing it a little bit here and there, sticking some stuff on there.
Right.
So we have battery pack and stuff like that with the USA patch on the back, like that.
Awesome.
I'm thinking of getting like a funny, like a bar patch or something like that, that just says like, I don't know, just like McNuts or something like that, and people will just ask, well, what's that supposed to signify? I don't know, just thought it
These
was funny. It
nuts.
just says McNuts.
Just say these nuts.
But we got my black American flag on the side here, which
Awesome.
I have, unsurprisingly, because I wear this gear to school every year for Halloween.
Oh, nice.
And so I got called a white supremacist for wearing this one, and also for wearing the "Don't Tread on Me" patch.
Of course you did. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not surprising. They use that word
I'm a
for
filthy white supremacist, you know.
that and Nazi. They call
Fascist,
for everything.
Yeah, dude. But
yeah.
next to the flag, you can see I set a little breacher bar right there, like a
Nice. That looks
like a
cool.
mini little pry bar, just to add some fun, like some nice color to it. I guess you could say, some shine. And I'm trying to get my hands on a pair of Peltor Comtacs to stick on the side, so I can actually have a headset. But I also wrote my blood type right there. You can see OPAWS.
Ah, dude, there you go.
Because I mean, got to keep that visible. Wherever.
Yeah, I mean, we have it on our dog tags.
Wherever it can be seen, it should be.
They used to tattoo it on you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, were you in the Marines for like the era of when people got branded with clothes hangers?
No, I don't know about that.
Oh, weird. So, all right.
I never heard of that.
Next, we got my vest rig.
We just got beat the shit. What is it now?
This is my vest rig right here. My lovely vest rig.
Looks awesome. Okay.
So I'm just gonna pull out one of the magazines.
Now, do you have everything set up on it correctly so that we don't get anyone griping at you about your mag's not set up right or some shit?
Yeah, no, I used it recently.
You fix it? Okay. There you go.
So I mean, So I wrote my magazine capacity on the bottom of my mags there, 150.
Awesome.
Right? So that could be known, Crytac, really fancy mags. And then I just wrote like some funny stuff, some funny sayings on my magazines, like what WMD. Like another one I wrote, just like Semper Fi, do or die.
Nice.
I'm just writing a bunch of goofy sayings on here, like boys just want to have fun.
There you go.
Then let's see, kiss kiss bang bang.
Awesome.
And then just on the other side, I just wrote get wrecked noob. So just a bunch of random goofy sayings I put on my magazines and stuff like that, Just add a bit of spice to my rig that makes me different than a lot of other people,
Well, not only that, if you drop your mag, at least it's unique. You know
mine, yeah.
Yeah, it's yours.
So, all right, here we go. So, triple mag pouch in the front.
Okay.
Keep my shotgun shells on here. I just started doing that.
Awesome.
My white supremacist patch. Rep that proud.
There you go.
We have my fanny pack on the bottom. So what I did was I mount my gloves right here, right? Mount my shotgun sling. And if I lift that bad boy up, you can see the fanny pack right there.
Awesome.
Then we have my pistol mag right there. And then my other IFAK on the side right there, just like that.
Hell yeah.
And then if I open up this little pouch on the side right here, we have these little bad boys.
Whoa.
They're mocks, sadly, but
yeah.
Found a YouTube video on how to convert these to functional. So
get out.
I'm gonna save some money and do that.
So where'd you get those? The fake ones?
Just online.
Really?
Okay. So they just too much money.
They come like that though, and then they mount.
Yeah. And you need a L4G24 mount, which I have, so that's cool. And that's when we get to the backpack setup. So backpack, pretty chunky, So in here, it's a hydro bag setup. And so first pouch on the bottom right here, we have my L4G24 mount in the box.
Ooh, nice.
So that way I can keep it fresh, so it's not damaged or anything like that. My whole goal in Airsoft is pack a realistically weighted kit.
Okay.
I can actually like carry what I like, so I can carry what you need. So I forget. I don't think I put nothing in this pouch. And then for my flag bearing pouch, with, of course, yet another white supremacist flag. We have probably one of my favorite heirlooms that I will probably pass down to my kids.
Yeah.
After they play Airsoft.
The Ghost mask.
Oh yeah. This
There you
thing right
go.
here has some good history.
See, that's the one they need to go back to.
Ghosts era.
Yeah. On Call of Duty. Because have you seen the memes where they're making fun of yes, the side view of his mask.
Then all right, here we go. This is the moment that I've been building up for. So I repurposed a ballet, like a ballet helmet bag.
Yeah.
Because I hated the helmet because it stopped fitting after like a week.
Mm.
So instead, put a little important thing of mine that cannot have dust in it, otherwise I'll probably die. That is my Finnish M61 gas mask.
Dude, that's awesome.
Which I have been trying to sell, so if you're interested,
I don't know. Show it off like Vanna White. You gotta, show me all the shiny stuff. Put your hands on it. Let's see.
So, we got
So is that a functional like?
PPE. Yeah, these are actual this is actual functional PPE.
Dude, that's great. Hey, listen, bro.
A schnoz.
Do you know? Yeah, it's like formed nose, man. It's huge. Do you know? Do you follow Mask TV on Instagram?
I do not actually.
So, dude, he's big into gas masks.
We'll probably send him some pictures.
Yeah, hit him up. Hit him up.
So,
for real.
Actual, functional military filter and stuff like that. And
dude,
guess
that's
what?
Crazy.
Guess what? Special deal. Asbestos not included. So yeah,
well,
that's cool.
That's good. That's a bonus. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I remember the what's called? I think it was the Russian GP5 gas masks.
Yeah.
It had the asbestos in them, and people were like buying them and then complaining about how they got smoker's lung, and they're like, "Where are we getting smoker's lung?" Blah blah blah. And
I mean, you'd have to wear it a lot.
The actual Russian military had to bring out a statement saying, for all the people who are buying GP5 gas masks, please be advised they contain high amounts of asbestos. They were only suitable for World War II. Because most of the soldiers already smoked anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah,
their life expectancy wasn't very long, okay?
You know what the Russian strategy for dividing rifles was, right?
Dividing rifles? No, what was it?
It was basically, so you have your men, right? First line, second line, third, fourth, all in a line, right?
You're talking about your columns or in a platoon
your
or something?
Columns, you're pushing you're pushing columns of soldiers, right?
Gotcha.
First line has the rifles, all the other guys are unarmed. The first line gets mowed down by machine gun fire, second line pushes forward, retrieves the rifles and the ammunition rigs of their comrades,
and
then continues pushing forward.
Gotcha.
Kind of like how the Chinese did against the Vietnamese. How it was literally just sheer number tactics, and they still lost anyways.
Yep.
That's why Russia had the highest casualties of World War II. I think it was over 6 million.
Dude, when you look at some of these old tactics, like when you see some of these old movies or documentaries and stuff, it is crazy to think that their tactics were so bad.
No. Okay, here's the thing. In my opinion, either Napoleonic warfare or trench warfare were the dumbest ways humanity could have ever decided to solve their problems. Ever.
I mean, guerrilla warfare, we learned really
guerrilla
quickly.
Warfare ain't that bad.
That's good. No, that's probably one of the best ways. You know what? Speaking of that, I just saw the original Red Dawn the other day. Have you seen that movie yet?
Yes.
Dude.
Such a good movie.
The original, okay, not the remake.
It's the original. I know, the one with the actual Soviets.
Yeah,
the one with the Soviets instead of the Chinese.
Yes. Yeah, the Cubans and the Soviets. Yep. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Okay, they did guerrilla warfare. I mean, it's highly effective.
Exactly, because literally, I want to start doing guerrilla warfare tactics in Airsoft.
Yeah.
The point where I'm not even joking. my dad was about to throw these two little guys away, right? You may be thinking, well, I mean, what the heck are these?
Well,
I don't know.
hold on. Your
I don't
screen froze. I didn't see it.
I don't know what these
Oh,
are at
yeah.
all, right? But basically, they have a spring in the back of them, which allows them to be pulled back and then
It's a
released
toggle bolt.
with a certain amount of force, right?
Yeah, that's the end of a toggle bolt. So a bolt goes through there, a machine threaded bolt goes through there. You make a giant hole in your wall, okay?
Right?
And then you stick that through, it opens up, and then you can secure, like,
Here's the
hang
thing.
a shelf or whatever. But
I could also figure out to use this for is if I get my hands on an airsoft 40mm grenade, set up a tripwire system, and use this as a trigger system, it could be considered effective. So
you wouldn't.
I kept those.
Are you talking about like to fire
Setting
it
up
out of?
Yes, to where that
I gotcha.
is triggered by a tripwire, unlocks,
Yeah.
hits the back of the 40 mic, and blasts BBs all over somebody.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, come on, some fields allow mines. I'm just gonna take mines to the next step.
Yeah, do the just get some grenades, and then set up the tripwire. Well,
hand grenade and a tripwire.
Yeah.
A funny little prank moment.
Dude, have you seen those videos where the guys get shot with the tag in round? Did you see the one where the guy got shot in the face at close range? No, it was the neck. It was the neck.
What's it called? Was this I think it was a Wagoner.
It was like a milsim.
Right?
This is like maybe a couple years ago or something. So it's they're in the woods, and him and his buddy, the guy that has the GoPro on his head, is like his friend. It's next to him, whatever. And he's looking over. Tag in round goes like this, hits him right between. It gets stuck between his chest.
Again?
Yeah, tag in round.
What is it?
And it gets stuck right here, and he tries to turn like this, and it blows up right as he's turning his head, and he just falls to the ground. I mean, when you first watch the video, you're like, "Holy shit, is he dead?" And like he wasn't even really hurt; he was just stunned. Yeah, tagging round to the neck. Look that up.
What's a tagging round though?
You haven't seen a tagging round, bro?
No, I have not.
I'm about to show you.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
Taggin. I'm about to show you.
Oh God, that looks horrible.
Told you, bro.
Oh, so it's not even like it's not even really much of an explosive. Oh, it's a chalk marker.
Oh, that one is, but the one he got hit with is the explosive one.
Oh my lord! So it's an explosive chalk marker.
No, I mean they do have chalk rounds. They do have
so scary, dude. So you can make smoke. Hold on. So there's smoke ones. There's multi-purpose shells. Dude, that's scary.
There's the Reaper rounds, which
you can just use these in airsoft.
Oh, dude, yeah. This is like
seems illegal.
Airsoft 101 and for milsims, bro. This is listen.
Oh my god, that looks scary.
Milsims use tag-ins, they use explosives, they use the Thunder Bees.
Oh, dude, that's kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, you should be scared.
Okay? Oh, that looks like it could.
It's called a healthy fear. All right, it's called a healthy fear.
Yeah, 100%. Dear God, imagine getting hit by a master key. One of those master keys. Dear Lord, that's scary.
I'm about to show you. I'm going to share the screen and show you a video. You
can probably look it up. M203. Dear Lord, that's scary.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
Kind of want one now.
Okay, you ready?
Sure. Let's see what we got.
All right. Let me share the screen real quick.
I'm not gonna lie, I genuinely thought this would be like this podcast in general. I thought this would be a lot more not serious, but like a lot more down to business.
Nah, man.
I thought this would be a lot more down to business, and now I'm like looking at it and I'm like, dude, what the heck? This is actually this is very casual. I like this.
It's casual. We're just having fun, bro. We're just if you came over to our house, like you and your dad came over if we knew each other, and you came over for a cookout. This is how we're talking. This is it.
Dude,
okay.
sweet.
Like, oh, you're into airsoft, and then here's the conversation. Like, so we made this video. This is on our channel. This is actually on our Rumble channel right here. But we made this video. There we go. All right, hang on a second. A couple years ago. So somebody.
I love that. I love that. Just a little ad off to the corner.
All right, let me see if I can turn this up for you.
No, I can hear it pretty well.
Can you? Okay.
Oh, that looks scary, dude.
All right, I'm gonna fast forward to the because these things, dude, it bounced so far, it blew up off screen.
Hey, I just see a bunch of shrapnel flying.
Exactly.
Oh, that's sweet though.
All right, here we go. Watch this. We got it. We
All
finally were able to hit it somewhere where it would
Oh,
stop in
impact
front of
on
the
the
camera.
log. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
She do. Let's see. Oh no.
Bro.
Oh
Okay.
no.
That's one of
Oh
them.
my god. Taking one of those to the neck.
Now look at this one. All right, hold
I
on.
mean, I'd imagine he'd probably be dead.
I mean, dude, he's not hurt. Now this is a dummy round.
This is you
We
guys
got-
doing this?
Yeah, this is in our backyard. This is what we used to do. Mystery boxes and then shit like this.
Oh, the reverse clip was great. Nice.
Yeah, right.
Good touch.
So I'm about to show you this. Yeah, these are tag-in rounds, okay?
Smoke.
This is a chalk round.
Got it. Dude, that's so sick. The reverse clip too, nice.
Yeah.
The impact is beautiful.
Isn't that crazy? Look at that thing.
Oh my gosh. It's like it's like a slow-mo guys video.
Yeah.
It's so sick.
So
dude. I love how it's just like airsoft footage and stuff like that. Then slightly off to the corner, the other recommended videos, it just says man throws smoke grenade into crowd and then goes out brandishing.
all right.
And then another one is suicide grenade truck found in Afghanistan or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
This is supposed to be airsoft. I don't think it's supposed to be getting this down and dirty now.
Who knows what they push, man? You know, it's funny how that.
I just came for airsoft M203 footage and found live leak.
Yeah, exactly. So
Dude, I just recently found out live leak is a YouTube channel. I always thought it was like this. What's called? I always thought it was like its own website and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do some research on what live leak is. And I went on YouTube and I'm like, what is live leak? And then I found the official live leak YouTube channel.
Right.
I'm sitting there like, no way.
You're like, what?
Oh wait, this is real, right? I click on one of the videos.
I thought I knew everything.
No, literally, I click on that and I'm like, oh no, that's definitely live leak. Ugh.
Well, back in the day when I was growing up, we had like in the 80s, there was this stuff called Faces of Death, okay? And it's before the internet and early 80s.
A shock TV show or something like that?
Yeah, so it wasn't on TV. It wasn't allowed to be on TV. So they put out videos for VHS, okay? VHS tapes, and you could buy them.
Fun.
Yeah, so you had to be an adult, to buy it. And so one of my buddies got one, and it would show like, and these are old videos, obviously, like late 70s, early 80s film type of stuff but they were live, or not live, but it was real. So somebody would, car wrecks, just gross shit that,
Dude, and now the thing is now I could literally just go onto Google and just start typing away on my keyboard, and within seconds find all millions
kind of
videos now.
They had
it's popularized now.
Somebody
too.
fell in a crocodile.
Oh,
got eaten by a crocodile and
okay, the thing is, basically,
Florida.
for Russia, they don't need any of that. My dad told me about Russian news and stuff like that. They don't need live leak or gore websites at all. They have the news.
They show all that shit.
They do, because nobody cares. It's like, traumatize the kids, show them what the real world's like.
I mean, you do learn that way. When I was in 10th grade, I guess it was, taking the driver's ed course in school. They used to offer it in school. I think they still do. And so we had to take one, I guess, semester of it, whatever, half a year. And it was the last couple weeks of the class. they showed you within the last week, a couple weeks, they would show you this video, and it was I can't remember what it was called, but it was all the accidents. So like people with their heads, smashed in from this is before airbags and stuff. These videos were taken,
Yeah.
and no seatbelts, and people thrown from the car, and just gory ass shit, man. It worked. It worked because it scared the shit out of us. Now it worked for about 2 weeks, and then of course when you're out with your friends, you forget about all that shit. Okay, you drive crazy. So this is why you need good parents that teach you from a young age. I started teaching my kids how
Yeah,
to
man.
drive when they were 10. Okay, so
Yeah. I mean, I just recently started learning because like I'm planning on getting basically like I've been asking my dad to buy me like a steering wheel kit, or like I'm trying to save up for like those like driving simulator steering wheel kits.
oh yeah, yeah. For what,
So I'm
like your
trying to
Xbox or a PC or something?
like my PS5, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
there
trying
you
to
go.
hook it up to that basically, and so I want it to have an accurate clutch and shifter
Mm,
system. 'Cause I
okay.
want to learn how to drive a manual. Because my dream car of all time, as of right now, the 1995 Miata, Mazda MX-5 Miata.
That's crazy. Okay.
I
I
want one
drove, my
so
buddy
bad.
had one when I was stationed in Pendleton. We actually he had not that year. It was early 90s, maybe a 92 or something, 91
Still beautiful car,
Miata. Oh
even
yeah, it was
early.
great. We actually drove it we drove it all the way up to LA, Hollywood, drove it around Hollywood, and yeah, it was cool.
You Paul Walker? No, I'm just kidding. S- It like literally the sucky thing is like now it's like I am very sad about the generation I was born into. Where it's
Yeah.
now that people start appreciating the value of old cars.
Yeah.
So like 95 Miatas, like in non-running condition, are like 6K for a car that definitely
What?
needs some TLC.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, so they're
No,
starting to get overpriced because of
because it also has this legendary status within like the race, like the
oh yeah,
drifting
right.
communities and the street racers and stuff like that,
Yeah, yeah, because of
where they're
yep,
like because
all
of
the
like what's called Fast and the
Fast and
Furious,
Furious
Tokyo
movies.
Drift,
Yep.
really just Tokyo Drift, and they made the Miata like this amazing image.
Uh-huh. I mean, there's
Really?
some cool freaking cars like that though.
No, exactly. Like
Yeah.
what's it called? There was this guy who worked at a what's it called O'Reilly's. That's like right next to my house.
Yeah.
He had a Miata called the Arizona Miata. That's what he called it. Was the Arizona
Okay.
Miata. And he what's it called looked amazing, beautiful car, right?
Hmm.
Dude, it feels so weird. We've already been talking for like 2 hours now.
Does it feel
We
like
have
2 hours?
no, like literally six. We started at 6:03. I think it's 8:02 for me now.
Yeah. I'm surprised you haven't had to take a piss yet. Well, we're
Trust me.
we're we're about to wrap it up. So what do
It
you want
kind
to
of sucks. I
promote?
mean, we haven't really talked about like how I got into airsoft or anything like that. I mean,
I asked you like
I don't
three
really care,
times. You
but
avoided the
did I?
question, so I didn't keep asking,
Really?
okay?
Did I?
Like, damn, bro.
I'm sorry if I did. Like, I mean, I could answer that question right
I'm
now.
kidding, man. I'm kidding. No, it just went off on
Actually, no. I
tangents.
mean,
That's how these go.
yeah. I think I kind of started talking about
You
it,
went
and then.
over it.
All right. Well, I mean, let's kind of go back to that then really quickly before we wrap it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, give us a quick history of, and don't get sidetracked, okay?
No, no
So,
sidetracking this time.
answer this. So, uh how old were you when you got it when you started airsoft? What was your first game like? And who got you into airsoft?
All right, here we go. So let's see. So I was, I think, 10 or 11. I actually got into airsoft, like into airsoft. Not
Yeah.
like my first experience with airsoft, but like it was my actually getting all the way into airsoft.
Were
And
you Oh, go ahead.
sorry, no, 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 go ahead.
Well, so when you were 10 or 11, is that when you played like your first real game, like on a real field or an
I
airsoft field?
think I was like 13 when I actually played my first game.
Oh shit. Okay.
12 or 13 when I played my
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
ever game. Because basically, for a birthday present, I got this really crappy Cybergun Bolt licensed M4.
Yeah.
Like no Picatinny rails or anything like that. This was like what's called Vietnam era M4 to the fullest, or like Gulf War era M4. I'm talking
Yeah.
carry handle with the triangle front sight,
Oh
the
yeah. That's
round
okay.
the waffle handguard, like the round handguard.
Uh huh.
It had this
M60,
really
that's what I shot. Yeah.
yeah, but it had like this really fancy, like the one I have, like the stock I have on my M4 right now. It had that
Uh-huh.
kind of a stock.
Gotcha.
Super fancy, like LMT SOP mod adjustable stock. I'm like, well, that don't make no sense. But anyways, had horrible battery. The FPS sucked.
Yeah.
Like a high kappa could
It's
outshoot
a
that
great
M4.
it's a great starter gun, bro.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly. And basically, I put a lot of money to Airsoft, so that was fun. Literally, I put a lot of money in because I was like, dude, I mean, come on, I have to have some fun with this, you know? Like,
Well, what was your first game like on an actual field, not with just your friends in the backyard or something?
I don't know, I never played any backyard games or anything like that.
Okay. So what was your first game like at
True Aim.
was it True Aim?
So yeah, basically, first game ever was True Aim. I was, I think, 12, like 12, 13 at the time,
Yeah.
and I pulled up in this. It was like this really crappy, like plate carrier that I spent $200 on, I think. 'Cause it
Yeah.
was from a real military surplus store. It was meant to carry actual plates.
Nice.
And I had like literally only one magazine. It was my high capacity magazine, right?
Okay.
And I pulled up to the field. I'm like, well, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I might as well have some fun with it. Might as well go all the way. So I think I still have it actually. Let me see. Hold on. If it's not in here, then it's got to be somewhere else. Dude, I literally think I donated it or something like that, but it was this really crappy Speedsoft mask that I hated like crazy. It wasn't even Speedsoft. It was like this really sucky, clunky paintball mask.
Yeah.
And so I was running that for forever, and basically I like what's it called. So what I did was I did a backwards baseball cap rig. So I did backwards
Gotcha.
baseball capped. What's it called, push down a little bit so I could protect the nape of my neck.
Yep. There you
And
go. Smart.
I also had a folded hoodie, like what's it
Okay.
called, the hood of my hoodie up a little bit,
Okay.
so I'd have the Speedsoft mask
How
in the
dare
front.
you wearing a freaking hoodie when you're playing airsoft, bro? Come on.
Dude, it was hot and I regretted it, so I took it off
Oh, good.
and I got stitched up the arms, and that was fun. Cause
Yeah. That's how it should be.
oh no, here's the thing though, some dude at the field was running an illegal like gun to the point where I think it was like what's it called, I think it was like 50
It
or
was
100
running hot.
FPS, it was 50 or 100 FPS over the limit,
Uh-huh.
and I got hit right here in this arm. I think I could still find the scar today. Like literally
It
right
drew
there.
blood?
I can
It
see
drew
it.
blood?
It drew blood. Yeah, pierced skin, drew blood.
Good.
I was like, "Oh, that hurt."
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep going. That was fun.
There you go. Nice. But you called your hit, didn't you?
Of course. Literally, I called my hits every time. I was honorable about that.
Good.
It was
That's
so
good.
honorable about that. But like my first game went pretty good. I got some
Did you go
kills
by
here and
yourself?
there. No, I had a friend and his mom come with
Oh,
him.
okay.
Yeah, so his mom actually went out and played with us, so that was
Oh
pretty
shit.
cool.
Dude, that's
I
awesome.
know.
Hell yeah.
And I hated my M4 so much because it had the wind up mag, you know? It
Yeah,
had the
yeah.
wind ups
The
the
high
wind up
kappa
mag.
or high cap
Oh,
mags.
the high cap wind up. Yeah. So I'd be
Yeah.
trying to be stealthy, I'd be trying to sneak up on the enemy. I'm like, it's not wound. Right, let's go.
Listen, bro, there's nothing stealthy about AEGs
I mean,
anyway. That
okay,
gearbox is like
and here's the thing though. Here's the thing. At least I didn't have a ripcord mag. I'm so glad I didn't have a ripcord mag.
What's the ripcord mag?
So it's these magazines basically where you open the bottom and
Hmm.
there's a cord that you have to pull to feed your BBs. High
What?
capacity magazine, but you just and then
You
close
have
it back
to
up again.
pull it in and out, so it's like a spring-loaded
So it's like this
wire or
like no,
something.
it's a wire system, and then it like loads
Yeah.
your BBs through like a hopper system, and you're like
Okay.
yanking that hecka hard,
Jesus.
super loud. I
That
hate it.
sounds
So
what like
I'm so glad
whoever
I didn't get
invented
one.
that should get fired, okay? They
No,
suck.
seriously. I mean, I think it was just made as like a cheaper option, you know.
Yeah.
But
Sounds
yeah, I
weird.
mean that was fun. You know,
Okay.
it was definitely cool,
Yeah.
especially because like I saw all these hecka experienced players around me and stuff. You know,
Now, what was the best game you ever had?
best game I ever had was actually very close to the last game I played.
Hmm.
So the last game I played was for a friend's birthday, and I think it was the 21st of last month. At
Okay.
the 21st of last month, went and played Airsoft after going to a car show.
Nice. That's a
Yeah,
good day.
so
Car show and then
yeah, got to see
Airsoft.
some sweet cars, and then went to play Airsoft.
Hell yeah.
And or actually no, that was the last time. But the day before that, the last time
Mm-hmm.
I played Airsoft before that, it was a Milsim day, and that was the day that I got the free uniform from Caber.
Nice.
So that was pretty cool. And basically, I was like, I think I got like probably the highest kill streak I've ever gotten in Airsoft. That was cool
Awesome.
because
What were you running?
basically I was that M4 right there.
Okay. Okay.
So I was holding center field,
Mm-hmm.
and basically like a bunch of people were just lining up down the field. So I was just like really slightly raised my muzzle after every shot so I could just go down the line.
Oh, Jesus.
It was probably the highest kill streak I've ever gotten in Airsoft. It was very fun.
Nice.
I mean, that was kinda where, like, I started playing Airsoft with the mentality of, "You know what? I don't care anymore. I can get hit, I can respawn. This isn't real life. I don't need to play careful."
Right.
So I just started sprinting in, because it was a milsim day. Nobody expects, speed play, right?
Yeah, right.
They expect slow and methodical. So I would
Uh-huh.
break all expectations by sprinting in, hitting them with my high kappa, swapping, right? That was
Okay.
probably the most fun I've ever had for a while, like, in playing Airsoft.
That's awesome, dude.
Also, just scaring people with my FPS. That's always funny.
With your FPS. Oh, because
Yeah.
it's right at the limit. It's real high.
So
Yeah.
for like for the ending of the day as well, some dude let me run his AK, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, there you
This
go. Nice.
super nice AEG AK. I loved it.
Okay.
So I was just
Hell
sprinting
yeah.
around with that. He's like, "Yeah, bro, it's too heavy. I hate this thing so much." I'm like, "I'll trade you. How about that?" He's like,
Is
"Yeah,
that the
sure."
next gun you want to get? If you had the money
Uh,
right now, what's the next gun you want to get?
if I had the money, right, like it depends. What budget are we talking?
Unlimited. What's your next gun?
Unlimited budget?
Yeah,
I want to
somebody's
get
gonna
my
buy it. Somebody's either Evic's gonna give it to you for free, or somebody's gonna buy it for you.
well, it would actually
Pick
be
anything you want.
multiple. It would be multiple websites.
No,
It would be
you can
e-bike
only
and
get
Amped.
one gun.
Like an amped, just like a mix between those two, and
Oh, I
I would get
gotcha. Okay.
I would get my ARP 556 build that I've been wanting for so long, the
Okay.
HPA
Okay.
and stuff like that.
HPA. Yeah.
Yeah, because if I get that HPA build as well, like all the HPA gear,
Yeah.
I could then later down the line, if I really wanted to, get an gas blowback, like
Mm-hmm.
gas blowback milsim gun,
Yeah.
HPA tap it, then use that as my primary, so I could suppress it, keep it quiet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So
So
I have
you
a
got
very
you
really
huh?
quickly, sorry, I have a very
Yeah, go ahead.
random question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I don't know if anybody's ever asked this, but
Uh-huh.
how do you get the letters to people?
Oh, the letters, the handwritten letters, is that right?
Yeah,
Oh,
how do
look
you
at
how do you
you.
get those to
How do you
people?
know about those?
Because I literally looked through the Discord, just checked all the pages and saw what's the letter. Like clicked on
Oh,
it. I'm
and you
like,
looked at
oh,
it.
dude, that's
Nice.
sweet. So I saw
Okay.
like all these what's it called. I saw the letter and the patches and stuff like that.
Right, right.
The stick. Like if I get one of those, I will literally rep your brand. I will literally take the what's called the sticker, the peel off sticker, and I'll stick it on my stock.
Well, when
Right
we're
there on my
done here,
stock.
you DM me your address, and I will send you one out, man. So when somebody asks me about it, now I used to do all the podcast guests, I would send them one, but it got to be a lot when I started doing, releasing 3 podcasts a week. So now if
Yeah.
somebody brings it up like this, like you did, 100%, bro. I'll send you a letter,
Yeah, thank you,
handwritten
man.
letter, and the and some swag. Yeah, I'll get you a patch,
Dude,
and
I will rep that like crazy on my gear. 100%.
absolutely, bro. Hell yeah.
I'll shout
Awesome.
you out.
Yeah,
I'll shout you
definitely.
out in any videos I do.
That's cool, bro. I mean, it's yeah, that's what this podcast is about, honestly. I love to get people on there. I love to meet people anyway and get to know them. And then I want to shout them out. I mean, I
Yeah,
want to
man.
get the word out and try to make these people, connections with everybody. There's a lot of people that have learned about somebody that plays airsoft in their same field that they didn't even know, and they found them on this podcast, and they go, "Oh my god, like I didn't even know they played there," or something like that. So it's
Yeah.
and that's part of what I'm doing with this is that, and trying to spread the word about being honorable on the field and off, that
Yeah.
kind of thing. So Oh
I mean,
yeah, man.
it's always good to spread the message of like keeping airsoft honorable. It's always been a gentleman's sport.
Yeah, yeah. You
It's
gotta
always been
just call your hits, man.
be honest. Don't and this is my like kind of little philosophy for airsoft is be honest. Don't be an ass.
Yep.
That
There you
like
go.
be
I agree.
like don't try to start fights. Don't keep beef at the field. Keeping beef at the field is like the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
Because every time you go play airsoft, you're going to be reminded of that over and over again, and it's going to lose its appeal. Every
Yeah.
time,
Right.
literally every time. Like, have you ever seen the airsoft quitting sales? So, like, a lot of people will do something called a quitting sale,
Yeah.
where it's like, I'm done with airsoft for good. You guys can have all the gear I've accrued over time.
Oh,
Right?
gotcha. Okay.
It always makes me so sad to see those because I start imagining scenarios in my head of like, I mean, how could that have happened? Like,
Oh yeah.
what happened? Was it
Oh, they get
like
tired of the
get
the
tired? Did they get
drama
tired? Did they get tired of the toxicity? Did they
probably.
they get tired of the toxicity? Was it
And
just like
sometimes they
did they
they
get into
just
some beef? Did they just get tired of
yeah,
playing
they could have
airsoft
just
and
got
stuff like
burned
that?
out. It could be a fat like for them, it could have been, it's just a phase. Like
It
my
was a fad,
boys,
yeah.
they're really not into airsoft anymore. And that's who started well, I started the channel, they started playing and
Hit him
and
with a
now
40
they're
mic. Hit him with a 40
yeah.
mic, Mike. Restart that happiness. All right, boys, let's play a
I,
game. All right, boys, let's play a game. I'll give you these two
and
guy
they're
masks. You boys run across a yard.
listen, man, when we talk about like when we get together, and we talk about some of the old videos we've done, and they're like, "Man, we had so much fun doing this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, let's do another one." And they're like, "Well, we're busy. It's hard to figure out." Like, it's
What are
one of
they
those
into
things like,
now?
"Yeah, yeah, just let me know when we're gonna do another one," kind of thing. And then I'll hit them up on Discord, and I'm like, "Hey guys, let's do a whatever kind of video. We can do, get together and do some kind of." And like, yeah, yeah, okay. It's like, well, what about it's kind of like trying to figure out a podcast date
I'm
with
almost done, man.
somebody, and they're like, I'm like, what about Tuesday at 9 o'clock? We'll get together. Oh, I got to work that night, or I gotta. So we go through 10 conversations like that, and we can't
Yeah,
figure one out. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So,
I totally get it.
but anyway, yeah, they, it
Yeah.
does happen. People, just kind of lose interest, even if they didn't have a negative experience. My boys didn't have one. They didn't have a negative experience. They just,
Moved on.
they're doing other things. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
For me, like I want to be one of those people where airsoft never dies in my heart.
yeah.
Like my grandkids are gonna be asking me like, Grandpa, what did you do? Like, what did you do for fun? What did you do for fun back when you were a kid? Be like, well, we had this amazing thing called airsoft, and I'd like pull down this old dusty rifle case off the
You're
shelf,
going to be
dust
like,
it off.
well, Sonny, let me get my gun out of here. I'll show you.
It's like I'll like pull it down, dust it off. A lot of
Right.
memories behind these locks. Like
There you
pop them
go.
open. This like beautiful like speed soft monk rig will like be sitting there. I'll
Oh,
be like,
shit.
you boys want to try it out?
Hell yeah, man. Well, listen, bro, it's been cool talking with you. Why don't you tell
It's
everybody
definitely
where
been
they can
awesome, man.
find all your airsoft stuff online? Is it
All right,
Instagram,
well,
YouTube?
anybody that wants to find me, I mean, I'm in the Trifecta Discord. You guys can find me here.
Yep.
True Aim Discord, Airsoft International. You can find me in there.
Nice.
I play a lot at True Aim, so you might see me there. Also, I'd just like to shout some things out. I'd like to shout out Nathan, the guy who gave me this bear patch, from True Aim, if he actually
Awesome.
watches this podcast, or if somebody sends this to him. I'd like to shout out the fact that I'm going to start a ghillie suit making business soon. I'm going to start making
Ooh,
custom ghillie suits
nice.
because I've actually figured out how to make jute and stuff like that. I actually figured out how to I've started figuring out how to make stuff like that. So
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely keep an eye. You gonna post that on your YouTube channel?
I'll probably post that on YouTube as well.
Awesome.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the Tactical Idiots podcast, where I'll actually maybe start doing that
There you go.
since OBS has been recommended to me.
Yes.
And who knows? Maybe our good friend E-Rock here might be our first guest.
That'd be cool as hell.
Yeah, exactly. You could talk about like your experiences back when you were in the military, some stuff like
Yeah.
that. Talk
Getting
about,
shot with a tag-in round or something.
yeah, exactly. And I'd also just like to shout out like all my friends who have actually, been here talking to me, helping me improve the channel and stuff like that.
Yeah. Who are they?
Just like some what's it called? He's probably not in this like Discord, but somebody named Keys the First, my buddy
Okay.
Anthony.
Yeah.
My buddy Oliver, Evan, just a bunch of friends of mine that have supported me. Some of them don't even play Airsoft, but they still like support me like crazy. So
Yeah. Well, it's always good to. The reason I ask is it's always cool if they do watch this or listen to it on Spotify or anything like that.
I'm gonna send it to them 100%.
They
I'm gonna force them
well,
to
there you
listen to
go. Well,
this.
you got to call their first name out, man. People love to have their name shouted out in a video. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's cool.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward
Awesome.
to seeing this up on YouTube, and even more, I'm definitely looking forward to getting you some subscribers, like actually getting this channel more recognized for the people.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And
Well, it's
100. Also, I'd like, basically, I would like to maybe have you be one of the first people I send a ghillie suit to. You know, like a little ghillie suit mystery box and stuff.
oh shit. Okay. Oh, that'd
Who
be
knows? I
cool.
might.
Yeah, let me
I
know.
mean,
I'll be following you.
if I get my letter.
You're getting a letter. You're getting a
Oh,
letter.
man, yeah. I mean, literally, just give me a request and I could probably fulfill it in a little bit of time.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks so
I
much
mean,
for being on, man. I appreciate you.
you definitely set up that website pretty good. So if you could help me set up the what's called ordering website and stuff like that, I'd be happy to
Oh
help.
yeah,
Or
it's
I'd be
easy,
happy to
man.
take some help.
For sure.
Thank you,
There's a
man.
lot of options. Yeah, it's been great having you on, dude. I'm glad
Yeah,
we finally figured it out, and you did great, man. You didn't seem nervous at
Thank
all. Hell yeah.
Dude, I've been jittery the whole podcast. Trust me. Hey, you should see me when I'm comfortable. I'm a lot less hyper.
Yeah, no, you're good. It was fun. It was fun talking with you.
Yeah.
All right, brother. You have a good night.
Mm.